Guys, welcome back to another video. This video is a long one. It's gonna showcase you guys a bronze player up to emerald, right? All of them being Malzahar mains, all of them having at least 3-digit games this split, all of them having millions of mastery points, all of them stuck. We're just gonna watch the playstyle, the differences they do, the mistakes they do. I'm gonna be more and more critical the higher rank we go, because again, bronze players, mechanically, CS wise, everything is just, you know, because it's bronze, right? So I'm not gonna be too harsh, but I'm gonna be harsher and harsher to each like rank we go. It's gonna be timestamps in the description, so if you guys just want to skip to your elo, please do. If you guys want to watch all of them, it also helps. But watching these, I have expectations of the emerald player, of course, because he's gonna be the highest one. But I also, because like a lot of these high mastery Malzahars are usually in the bronze, so I want to see why everyone is stuck there. What's the crucial mistakes they are doing that we can maybe save them from doing it? You know what I mean? Like, is it the matchup? Is it the early laning phase? Is it the mid to late game? What summoner spells? What runes? What items? You know, we're just gonna talk a little bit about everything, but the biggest emphasis is on the early game, because that's where Malzahar is the weakest, in my opinion, and where we can get the or where we should be getting the best at, because we wanna, if we can save the early game, we can pretty much win more games. So I hope this was enjoyable, guys, or hopefully this is enjoyable. Let me know if you guys want to see more of these, or maybe you want to see more of the macro guides. I like the macro guides because like it helps a lot. By the way, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Again, timestamps in the description. I am very excited for this. I always wanted to a new unranked to diamond, but I think this is better, because if I play in these lower ranks, because I'm a high elo, I have more knowledge. It's just not gonna be fair to see the mistakes everyone else does. You know what I mean? So sit back, enjoy. It's a long video. I hope it's enjoyable, and yeah, see you at the end of the video for the outro. Guys, welcome back to the first of welcome back to the first of this series. So this series, as in the intro, it's gonna be reviewing gameplays of different Malzahar, like high mastery, kind of like stuck Malzahar players who has a lot of games, right? So this person is called Ali XY. She has the highest mastery on Malzahar of all of these people that I've ever seen. She's number one also. She has 7.2 million mastery points on Malzahar. She's stuck in bronze 4. For whatever reasons, we're gonna find out a little bit more in this game. What I like about this player though, he does not have TP, and I've always said this: if you don't know, let's just close. Yeah, let's just go like this. If you don't know how to play with TP, don't pick it. And maybe this guy kind of knows or doesn't know how to play with TP, because a lot of people take TP because it's the best rune on Malz, right? For splitting, whatever. But if you're not splitting, then why are you using TP? Why do you have it? So he goes for Flash Ghost. I like that. But then it's also like, how does he play the early game here? Build wise, he goes for Dorans. Rune wise, guys, he has the normal Comet. He does Demolish with Overgrowth, which is kind of interesting. I don't think it's a bad idea, but it also depends on how he plays. If he goes early, without TP, without biscuits, it can be a problem, you know, because then he will be a sitting duck just getting hit. Kind of waiting for the wave to get low here. It's not bad, but oh, that's unfortunate. But I feel like against an Ahri, if she basic attacks only, you should basic attack only as well, because you don't want her to get like full lane prio that early. But it's okay, because again, she didn't really hard shove it. This is fine. Fighting on the minions. I like this. It's not bad. Fighting in the minions is fine, because you had the full wave stack against her. Is this guy actually bronze? He's actually juking pretty well, no? And here we just have to chill, because we're one level less. Just chill for the wave. It's okay. Take your time. Usually the biggest mistakes in bronze that I see is farming, right? People miss a lot of farming bronze, and I've always said Malzahar is the best champion. As long as you can farm decently, you can climb in bronze, for sure. Just because everyone else farms so bad, if you just can adapt the farming playstyle with like splitting, you will get ahead in XP, you will get ahead in gold. This is a game where Ali is carrying. I haven't watched this previously. I used to know the game was looking good for them. And we're gonna see what he does differently and how we can learn from it. So already we can see the big problem here. Ahri has TP, we don't have TP, we go ghost. Already it's not looking too good. We're missing a lot of farm on the turret. We're wasting a lot of mana. We're trading heavily. We need to have a game plan, guys. Every matchup we should have a game plan. What are we supposed to do to survive till we get items, till we get lost chapter, till we get level 6? How are we gonna plan this out? We cannot just go full maniac mode trading. It's not gonna help us, right? We have a Noxian jungle. He's like a level 6 jungler. Like, he likes to farm, and in this elo people don't know early ganks. I would suppose they used to look like the free farm, no? So the plan should have been just farming, just focus on farm, not wasting too much mana, because we don't have TP, we can't come back. Because look at us now, without mana, what are we supposed to do here? We're a sitting duck, right? We cannot hard shove because we don't have mana enough. If we recall now, it will be bad for the wave. We will miss even more farm. Ops for it. But this is maybe a good scenario where you could have gone TP. Because if you do this in your games, if Ali is watching, if you do this in your games, TP would have been great. Because now you could have come back with TP and you could have still kind of managed to hold your own. Now Ahri is kind of not freezing. It's okay. She should have been freezing because then she has TP back as well. She could just return. So the wave is gonna slow push to us, which is fine, right? But we kind of missed a few minions here. We missed like well, we kind of missed like 2, maybe even 3. We could have missed a whole wave if Ahri played it correctly, but it's okay. It's fine. This is the mistakes we wanna capitalize on. Goes back straight into pushing is also fine. Because right now we do have more mana than Ahri, if we don't waste it all. Good flash. Ooh. That is a hard exhaust from the Zyra. Still fine, we didn't lose too much. It's okay, we can just go back to pushing here. Capitalize on the Zyra being, oh, ghosting in. Low-key, for being a bronze, this guy has like, he has good movements in terms of like sidestepping and stuff. He's not walking back in a straight line, which is very common. You should never walk back in a straight line, especially against an Ahri, right? And I've always talked about the Ahri matchup being as an interesting one, because I like to stand outside the wave, right? I always do this. I always stand against Ahri. You see he's very close to it. I always stand outside the minion, like here or here. Why? Because if this happens, Ahri Qs and we're inside the minion, she hits us and hits the wave. She gets everything. But if she stand here, then we force her to choose us or the minion. And if she goes for the minions, if she Qs the minions, we can use EW for free, you know? I speak about this a lot in my games. Ahri zoom. Here's Noxian. Good. That's all we need. Nice. She doesn't have flash, but her 6 is very hard to catch anyways. Like, she can just dodge, jump away. We should hard shove this next wave. Look for a reset because Ahri's gonna come back with full HP, full mana. Probably a good item buy as well because she stayed in the lane very long time. Zyra being annoying. Let's see if we can push this wave in. Should have just EW the wave and ran away. Because Zyra here is not looking to kill. She will never be able to kill you. She's wasting time. It's okay. And now the wave is kind of frozen against Ahri. Okay. So this mistake again here. We should have not focused on the Zyra. Let her be. It's okay. Let her put focus down. We're gonna look for a reset here anyways, right? But we wasted too much time on trying to shove this wave, so it got frozen. And now look at the situation we're in, guys. Ahri came back. She didn't even TP. I'm not really sure why. It's okay. She comes back full HP, full mana, and we are pretty low, and we do not have a TP to come back on, right? Very, again, look at the farming, guys. We're missing so much farm, which should be prior 1. It shouldn't be, like, if you're in bronze elo watching this, silver even, do not look for trades. I'm just telling you, don't look for trades until you get your first item, okay? Have that kind of a mindset from now on. Do not look for trades ever in lane. Just look for farm only. I promise you will win more games. The biggest problem is people think Malzahar can solo kill pre-6. You cannot solo kill pretty much ever if the enemy doesn't play super wrong, right? Because again, now look at our reset. We go back. We're missing another wave. We're missing another XP. We're missing so much with these backs we're taking, just because like we're mistiming them, right? We should have timed it better. Always make sure to watch the waves where the waves are coming, so you can time your reset, right? The best resets would be if you back when the minion wave are here, because then you will make it back to the wave with your minions without losing too much, right? But like in this scenario, he lost a couple of minions, but he lost so much XP because the wave was frozen here, right? He missed like 2 waves almost. Hits level 6, R is level 6 here. R is roaming. He should just hard shove this to make her forced to come back. And if she's roaming, maybe we can go for a plating. R is up in a little bit in farm. I mean, she should have been, because we are kind of recalling a little bit wrong, but it's okay. It's not the worst. We can always get it back. I like, again, the guy doesn't have TP. Maybe it's just a playstyle he doesn't like. I like Ghost myself. But for me, if you go Ghost, then you need to play the laning correctly, you know? Here, I'm not really sure what we're doing, why we're so far back. If we know Zyra is bot side, then we can always hover top side here and play. Because Ari is low. She's lower than us. We could always go for a trade here, but kind of hover this top side, no? Mistiming the farm a little bit here on the turret, which is one of the biggest problems with Malzahar is farming on the turret. It's because our E ticks, sometimes it's awkward, and our Q hits all the minions, so if you do enough damage, you kind of mess up the turret shots. I'm not really sure why Zyra is perma-mid, maybe because her bot lane is dying. Ari eats that, that's fine. I'm not going to look at the map, guys, overall. I'm not going to look at the jungler. I'm just going to look at the mid matchup for these games, right? Because that's the most important. What are we doing wrong in the mid lane? So far, this guy is playing relatively, like, he's playing safe. He has good distance control in terms of, like, spacing. He's not too close to the enemy. He's, like, backing off when she walks forward, which is very nice, to be honest, for a bronze. I always think his, like, reset timings and his backs and his early game, like, trades can be fixed. So it's not a big issue, right? He can always just fix this. I promise he will definitely hit gold. Because, like, this guy is... The movement and the spacing is good enough. And that is very important for a Malzahar. The early game is probably our hardest part. But if you can adapt to the TP playstyle... Because, like, the problem in bronze, what people have a lot of issues with, is splitting, right? People don't know how to split or when to split. But if you can learn that, and you split, people in bronze will get like confused, and you will win more games. Because like, especially with Malzahar, if you get fed in terms of CS and XP with splitting, for example, and then someone matches you, right, later, like in the beginning people won't match you. They will use ping, oh, go defend bot. They don't know, like they used autopiloting bot to you. But if you already have a lead and you can maybe like solo kill the guy or like poke him down, and then keep splitting till you get like advantages, like high advantage, like maybe 2 levels up, 3 levels up, 1 item up or whatever, then no one can defend against your splitting, and then you will automatically just win games. Because like you will kind of get the feel of the splitting, and you will understand why you're winning games. You know what I mean? Because Malzahar's #1 key is like just splitting up and just getting the XP advantage, and then looking for a fight 4 versus 5. Especially if enemy team doesn't have TP, right? Okay, Ari might be roaming here. We should just shove. Not sure if he pinged or not, but it's, I mean, it happens. Maybe he missed it. It's okay. He has Demolish, so this is gonna be big for him. Wow. Okay, kind of OP, no? He Qs it to get Voidling stack. I like that. It's kind of hard to follow Ari roams. I'm not really sure why he's backing up like this though. He should be looking to push it in as fast as possible. Here he could take a reset because Ari's resetting. Or he could go for a plating. Because he's kind of relatively healthy. He has a lost chapter. How much gold does he have? He doesn't have too much gold. He could stay. He could reset, get boots. He could do... He has options. But also, Ari's getting prio because he's kind of letting her have prio, right? He's not contesting the wave. In this matchup now, with Lost Chapter, you should contest the wave. Again, if you stand outside the wave and she Qs, you have a free EQ, right? And if she Qs you and not the wave, again, you have a free EW on the wave. Wow, another Demolish block. That is... Wow. Where is Ari? This is what I mean, like people are taking too long on the resets as well. You can always capitalize on the slow back. Like he's back in the farm department now. He's even in farm. Nice little E-bounce. I'm kind of surprised this guy is bronze. I'm not gonna lie. He has a lot of games to him. He has like 700 this season or this split. Oh, okay. He tried. I respect it. It was close. If it wasn't Ari, that was a kill probably. Okay. And now we use reset. We can't do nothing here. Good job. I'm not looking at the other kills, guys. I don't care what's going around, what my well cause is doing. I'm only caring about this guy. He takes it back. Ari is probably resetting too. What item is he getting? Black Fire Torch. Okay. And he buys a... Wow, he buys a pink ward. Respect. So far, his laning has been okay. Except for these timings on the backs. And I would say the early trades. Which is not necessary if you don't go TP, in my opinion. Because again, we're never going to be able to solo kill early. We should not look to trade because we're used to losing mana. We want to try to farm. That's all we want to do. And his farming on the turret is early game is could be worked on. Again, always try to like cast just 2 hits early with 2 basic attacks. You hit once, turret hit once, you hit again. Melees, you pretty much don't want to hit them because like turret 2 shots, you hit 1 basic attack and it kills, you know. Another Demolish proc, but this guy might have a hidden tech. Wow, he's getting platings for days. Maybe that's why he doesn't go TP. He's just killing mid turret so too early. And now with Black Fire Torch, we should just be pretty much spamming the wave. I don't think we should back up this hard though, because I definitely think we are winning at the trades. Opa. That is not winning. It's okay. Happens. Good W spawn. He's spacing decently in terms of like not engaging, but like in some scenarios it's good to engage, especially when Ari is wasting all her spells on the wave. We could always look for a cheeky E on her with this item, because like now when we have an item, now we could look for trades. He traded well in the beginning without item, and now we kind of like hesitates. Wow, nice cancel. Okay, that's very good for us. Careful. Ooh. Nice, like a little bit diagonal run. Okay. This guy. Nah, but I don't want to be rude, but like, how is this guy bronze? Low key. He's playing decently. He's playing better than some of the like silver gold Malzahars I've been watching, which is weird. He like cancels backs. I think the biggest issue is probably him. We'll see what happens later on. But like I think maybe it's the not having TP and like getting stuck with your team at mid lane kind of a gameplay, right? Where if your teammates are losing, then you can't really come back in the game. This is why I love TP, because if you have TP, you can come back. Oh, good flash. Yeah, this is again timing mistake. So what I mean with that, we know she has TP advantage, and we know she has TP. And then we kind of cancel her back. Do you guys see how much time is like here? get a very good EW. And we know she's looking to reset. And look at the mini wave. Do you guys remember what I said? We should be resetting when the wave is here. This could be a perfect reset for him. If he just walks back a little bit here and clicks B. All he has to do is click B here. But he overstays for the next wave. And the wave is so far out. Yeah, he cancels Ahri. But again, Ahri has TP. It doesn't matter if you cancel it because the wave isn't here yet. So now he stays. He's going to be less HP, less mana. If he was back then, it would have been perfect. But now again, he stays. Ahri TP's in. He greeds for taking this wave. We see the TP. It looks, you know, it's a visual bug. But again, here, he could have also just reset it after pushing this in. But it overstays again. And we have to waste our flash. Once again, this is not a huge mistake. Good flash though. I'm not sure if he calculated that, you know, the silence landed and she didn't have another, you know, spell round. But it's not a big mistake. If we can fix this little timings, he could definitely climb. For just the biggest mistake right now is the timings. I'm not really talking about the trading patterns because like that is, you know, he is bronze. It's okay. He doesn't see those trading patterns. It's okay. He learns, you know, slowly. But the timings it's kind of easy to fix, right? You just look at the minion wave, you look at the HP, you look at your HP. She has TP. Okay, we have to be careful. You know, we just have to adapt and kind of like analyze a little bit more. Because Malzahar is more of a strategic champion, right? In my opinion, it's more about timing and macro than anything else. His skills are kind of basic, right? His playstyle kind of basic, but the adaptation and the brain is more important. I'm not sure why Ziggs are here, but hey, he's here. Farm wise, 132. Again, he kind of brought it back up. Not looking too bad now. It could have been like maybe 160 by now, 170 if he landed the early CSs, but it's okay. Because he hasn't really died. Ahri hasn't died, so they're pretty much like taking every wave. Nice Q. Wow. Game is looking kind of balanced right now. Vel'Koz is fed. Ahri has 2 kills. Jax is getting big, but it's okay. We always have the arm haymaker. Rotates to his jungler here. Let's see. Ghosts in. R. Okay. Wow. Jukes that. Gets caught out. Yeah. We saw the Zyra. We know Volibear isn't there. I wouldn't have rotated to this. I would have been spamming. If he dies, like if Noxian dies here, it's his own fault, right? Like he has to pay attention to the map. Volibear is not there. Jax is there. We have Zyra chasing the Malz. Ahri is rotating. Lee Sin is right there. It's a 4 vs 2. We should have pretty much just not taken it. But it happens, you know, sometimes we used to play reactive, which means like you see a play and then you just move. You don't really calculate if it's good or bad. It's okay. But that's the good thing is you have to watch back your games and watch why you died, and hopefully you can like see and analyze, oh, we died because we were undermanned here, right? We should not went to these fights. That's what your mindset should be when you watch this, if you're watching back your games, or if you maybe can recognize it in the game. But then again, if you recognize it in the game, you have to recognize it the next time the same kind of play happens, right? Because there's a lot of people, they know it's a mistake, but then they do the mistake over and over again. You know what I mean? Because they don't understand the mistake or analyze it until it's too late. It's always easy to backseat game, guys. I get a lot of backseat games on my videos. Oh, you should have flashed out. You should like. It's very easy to watch back a game and discuss. That's why I'm not like. Again, this is bronze, so I'm not gonna be as hard. I'm gonna be harder on the reviews the higher up we go, right? For now, we're just looking at the micro mistakes pretty much, which is like the timings, the resets. You know what I mean? That's the biggest thing. The play style of having Ghost Flash. Again, he's sitting mid, which is kind of okay, I guess. But like he should be bot here because bot lane doesn't have a turret. And the kind of like basic of swapping is enemy team. If they have like, if your bot lane has taken turret, you swap because they are closer to your turret. So if they push out here, they're dead, right? If they get cut up. But if they take this or pressure this turret, they can always just back down. Ooh, let's go. They can always back down to the turret and be safer. And that's why we have TP, so we can always join the fight if something crazy happens mid, right? Closer to it. Hard to explain, whatever. It's okay. We'll talk about that more later. Okay. They kill mid lane. He keeps pushing with Demolish. Again, he's just cracking down these mid turrets. He should have a lot of gold in his bag. I would be looking to reset as soon as possible. I don't mind his mid push, okay? But once again, it's pretty much the same thing. It's always like he has this same pattern in his deaths or in his mistakes, right? It's always like overstaying and not resetting properly. He got the Demolish proc, get away. That's it. He should have gotten away. Why? We don't see, and we saw Jax here. We don't see anyone else on the map. And look at our team. They're too far away. This turret, second tier, or this second turret is down. They have to be here to be able to pressure this, which is very high up. Noxian is not in position. Volibear is taking jungle camps. Like, no one is in position to even help him or fight at all. Or get something for his death. You know, sometimes you can die and maybe your team can get Nash, right? If you're bot here dying, everyone is chasing you, and your team is in position, yeah, you can get Nash. But in this position, his team gets nothing. So his death is pretty much unnecessary, right? He got the Demolish proc. He greeted. Peace out. But he always stays. Again, small mistake. Always stays and he's gonna get caught out. Gets kicked in the face. Nemesis is there, smurfing on Teemo. And he dies. Unnecessary death, could have been avoided. But it happens. And it was worth a shutdown. That is... Oh. Wait. No. Oh. Wait, was he? Oh, yeah, it was. He gets Leandro second. Okay, I mean... Like I say, everyone has a different playstyle, different build pattern. I like Rylai for a specific reason. It's a slow. Again, Malzahar is used... I play him more of a support than a carry. That's just my playstyle. Everyone has a different one. I really like Rylai just because, again, you can split push easier. You can use, if someone chases you, you can slow and run away and be more annoying. But maybe he goes for that haymaker one shot. Again, look at the opportunities, guys, to split top here if he had TP. Look at that beauty. Look at how much free time he would have had top here. Wow. Rotates to the Jax. It's a little bit too late. Jax can just jump away. Should pressure one lane here. Again, top would be preferably, but it's okay. Why do I like top, guys, or bot? Again, we want to split up the map as far as possible so we can TP in, right? So let's say we go top or bots, and then we have to face, let's say, Teemo, right, without a TP. Then a fight, let's say you're top and a fight in bot lane happens, you can TP into that fight, Teemo can't, and then all of a sudden, whoop-a-doo, you're 4 versus 5. And that's why I mean, like, with splitting, you will have more opportunities to come back in a game if you're losing it. So let's say the game is super, or not super lost, but like, maybe say they are up in kills and up in gold, right? Team fighting, when you are already behind, like, just think about it mathematically. They are stronger, you are weaker. Are you gonna win a 5 versus 5? Maybe. Maybe if you play correctly and they misplay, right? But statistically, just because they are stronger means they have a higher chance of winning. How can we minimize those odds? Well, you can maybe not have one of their members there, right? Maybe you go for a 5 versus 4. Oh, now you killed 4, but you died 2. It's still okay, because you killed more, right? And then you just rinse and repeat until you get strong, and then you can start looking for a 5 versus 5. So in this scenario, Ahri is splitting. She has TP. Low-key, she's doing correct if her team can survive this. And this is where game decision comes in for Ahri. What can she do? Does she look for a TP? Does she look for a fight? Does she use free push? I mean, if they're winning, Ahri has to come back to defend, but so far, they killed one, but they're not getting anything, right? Ahri got 2 turrets for this, which is very good for her. And now people are resetting. See the panic in Nocturne and see the panic in Ziggs. Ziggs stays. If they had better wave clear, it would have been very, very bad for red team. Oppa. Kind of an early inhib, but again, maybe it works. Maybe people don't really adapt to taking inhibs. Maybe they're used, you know. Rotates to top here. Taking mid turret. Rotates to top. We're not gonna watch the full gameplay, guys. I'm just gonna watch like the first couple of like 20 to 30 minutes because that's where we can learn the most. So for all the games, we're gonna kind of focus on the early game because that's the biggest mistakes in Malzahar's is the early game, right? Oppa. Good kill. We should have a lot of gold again. And with Ziggs dying, it could be a good reset here. And just kind of walk back. Now he's getting Rylai. I mean, Rylai's 30 is okay. But, you know, I usually... If you think about it, by the time you have Rylai, you're already starting team fighting and like grouping up. So the slow would be really helpful in these team fights. It looks like Lee Sin is not coming back. We're just gonna watch a little bit more, see what happens. Overall, hopefully you guys could see the biggest mistakes. And if you are a Malzahar player in this elo and you see a pattern that he does, that you also do, maybe it's the resets or whatever, please just watch some of your replays and see why you're falling behind in, let's say, farm, or why you have been dying, right? It's always so easy if you watch it back and be like, oh, okay, now I see it. You know, I can see it more clearly. Because this guy, like, again, his playstyle isn't... I like his playstyle. Like, just kind of spacing, pressuring, has ghost, which is fine. Again, if you're not comfortable with TP, because TP is more of a... Well, you know, it takes a little bit more to understand it. Okay. Let's see it, Malz. Let's see it, buddy. Good flash. He was in a very awkward position. Flashes out like that. Goes back in, though. This guy. If it didn't get hit with that Q, would have been clean. Like, okay, let's just... This is probably... They win the game, so we're not gonna watch the whole game of it. Let's just pause here, guys. I'm kind of satisfied with this game so far, or I'm kind of happy with this game. So this is Bronze Elo. I'm kind of surprised. I am not gonna lie. I thought this guy, I think he definitely can climb. The mistakes he's been doing is very, very simple to fix. It's just the timings and the kind of a little bit of like the micro mistakes, which is like, again, kind of walking back and like overstaying. We can fix that. I would highly recommend this guy to go TP because there's so many splitting opportunities in this game. No one is playing TP correctly. Not Jax, not Ahri, not Volibear, not these. Like, the problem in lower elos, people pick TP, used to TP back to turret if they get low HP or they die. You know what I mean? They used to use it to come back to their lane, which is a big mistake itself. You should not have TP just to come back to your lane, right? You can, of course. I don't think it's a bad thing, but later on the game, you should not use it to turret ever. Like, you guys see some of my game, there's like 4 or 5 minions. I'm like, I'm not gonna TP to that. Why? Because I need it for another like opportunity to fight or something, like a play. But some people, they see like 4 minions on the tier 2, they like TP in from base. Like, why are you doing this? Don't. So I kind of respect him for not going TP. Maybe it's a thing he hasn't like adapted to or he's comfortable on. That's fine. But I think adapting to it in these lower elos can bring you so much value. Other than that, Ali, I'm not sure. Again, these people I'm picking is just random. I'm just going for the champion mastery. He has very high mastery in Malzahar, which shows, you know, he kind of knows his spacing and limits. Though early game, you have to adapt to the playstyle of knowing what to do. You cannot just go out and waste mana for trades. It's not really going to help you at all because you're never going to be able to kill early game anyways. So adapt and spare your mana, because again, this is a very common mistake. Malzahar just goes out and spams spells and hope for the best. adapt to saving mana for, you know, for like a big recall or a hard shove, or you know, you have lost chapter, oh now I'm gonna reset, then you can go all out, waste all your mana. But like if you go waste all your mana level 1, you're just gonna be a sitting duck. Either way, thank you guys for watching. Let's go and watch the silver guy now. Okay guys, welcome to the silver game, or the silver review, I would say. We are watching David Hasselhoff. This guy has 3.5 million mastery points on Malzahar, kinda stuck silver silver elo. Has like 600 games or something, 500. Let me see, he has 500 games this split on Malzahar. All of these players are kinda at least, you know, triple digit numbers in Malzahar games this far, and high mastery points. So this guy is silver. Let's see why. Again, interesting choice of runes. He goes for ignite. Like I said in the previous bronze game, I like when people don't go TP if they don't know how to play with TP, right? But in my opinion, TP is the most powerful rune on Malz. Why? Because of the split potential, right? If you're going for solo kills, like I've played Ignite, I played Barrier, I played Exhaust, I played every rune set. I like it. Yes, you can one-shot easier, but if you're playing Malzahar for one-shots, why are you playing Malzahar, right? Why would you not play something like Alessandra? Easier setup to always get kills, right? You can always E in. Why don't you play Ari, for example? Either way, we're playing against Akali. Let's see how he plays this lane out. Akali is a champion you can't really poke out, right? The biggest issues with Malzahars are the early game. They always go too early, especially when you don't have TP. You cannot really, I wouldn't even trade at all. I would maybe get a Q on the back wave and land on the champion if you're healthy in mana, just to get mana flow, mana flow stack. His rune set is per usual: Airy, Mana Flow, Transcendent Scorch with Boots and Cosmic Insight. I like that. Does he have attack speed? It doesn't. It's okay. Works. Kind of working on the lane here. Again, early Malzahar, we are always trying to get as good CS as possible, guys. A lot of Malzahars, they do farm good early, but then they start losing the like the high CS amount because they start grouping. And why is that? Well, we don't have TP, so we have to group in the fights, right? This is fine. Goes for another cheeky E. I like that because he is relatively high in mana, right? So he can spare some E's. Akali matchup is not the hardest early game. It's pretty much off the 6. Maybe she can go all in if we misplay, but should be kind of a free farming lane. Let's see how he plays with Ignite though. Is he gonna play more aggressive? So far, spacing good. He has good like positioning, good awareness of her spells. That I don't like. Now, the first kind of crucial mistake, right? Look at his mana. He has kind of relatively good mana. He has the push. No need for him to try to hard shove, right? Because look at how much mana he wastes for this. He almost wastes half his mana for a E, WQ, which is not necessary against the Akali, right? You can use basic attack this, basic attack that, kind of like just free farm it, you know what I mean? For me, I usually go for a hard shove when I'm looking to reset. Then I'm going all out. But he doesn't look like he's gonna reset here. And then this spacing, he had good spacing until this. The spacing here, unnecessary. She has Doran's shield, she has a potion. We will never, even if we land every spell, we will never be able to get her low enough to kill. Maybe for jungle ganks, but like we should not expect the jungler to gank as Malz early, right? That's what I never play as if I have a jungler. I always try to spare as much as possible for my own sake. And then he Q's thinking she will back. She goes for a very good trade. Again, she doesn't have mana. She can go for this. We land another, and look at the position now, guys. Yes, she's low, but she has Doran's. Yes, she has a potion, and we're out of mana. Are we gonna get mana back somehow? A little bit, slowly. Is it gonna be enough? No. So now we're pretty much a sitting duck. The wave is kind of frozen to her. We have more minions. We're not gonna be able to get those. Again, she's kind of positioning well to kind of block us off this farm, and we are in a bad position. And this is what I mean with the focus on farm early. I always like, my biggest tip to bronze, silver, don't trade at all. just focus on farm. I don't care about who you're facing. Just get used to not trading. Get used to farming only. And then when you get a little bit more confident with your mana disturbancy and just how you spend your mana, then you can start trading a bit more. He did well in the beginning, you know, getting some E's in, whatever, not the worst. But then he started to like use every round of spell, EWQ, and then your mana goes down fast. And now Akali with more level, she does more damage with her Q. Again, she can use Q the Voidlings, as you can see, and we cannot really shove the wave. Another problem is, why do we want to shove the wave? Why are we so... Every Malzahar is so fed up with like, I have to shove, EWQ, EWQ. We don't have to, guys. Just basic attack. We have basic attacks for a reason. We don't have to crash this. We can catch it on the turret. You can catch it here. Like, try to plan ahead. What's the mission here? What's the goal? Boom, we lost another bunch of gold. Like, what's the plan in this matchup against Akali? We can't kill her. We know that. We cannot poke her down. We know that. We should farm. We know that. But we don't need to crash it because nothing is happening on the map. There's nothing happening. She can't rotate. Akali does not look like she's gonna rotate. Also, like, she's just farming. Use basic attack here. It's okay. We don't have to shove it in always. It's fine, guys. I promise you. Get the hang of like saving mana for a big shove, and then when the big shove happens, reset, right? And now the wave is a little bit high up. They're about to hit 6, which could be dangerous. Basic attacking. Especially when you go like something like an Ignite or Ghost. You have to save your mana for a good back. Again, we keep being on that 0 mana point always. Here I would go for a hard shove. Again, we have 3 castles. We have more minions. Let's see if you can get that bounced. Just to get that W. Yeah. Basic attack. Basic. Reset. Reset. Whoever think the reset here was not like the play. Yeah. Reset, guys. Reset, please. Look at the big wave. She's not gonna be able to catch it. The wave is coming in. We reset. We get full mana. We were on our way back. She probably stays for the next wave because the next wave is gonna be close, and then we have a big advantage. Why are we staying with 0 mana here? I don't know. And this is like, again, the biggest issues with Malz. Overstaying, extending, not knowing when to reset, right? And that's why most Malzahars pick TP to kind of save us from these bad resets. But that's also a problem. You should not play TP just to save your mistakes, right? You should play TP for a reason. Again, now he stays. She's not the healthiest as well, but she does not need mana, right? She can use Q, she can use push, whatever. We cannot match it for now. We don't have enough damage to match it. The wave, she will always have prio in the wave-ish if we don't go, you know, EW all the time, which will kind of drain us. I don't really, again, the reset there would have been perfect. But it's okay. I mean, he stays. Again, this is silver, so both of them are making mistakes here. Akali is also, but I only care about Malzahar, man. I only want you guys to climb here. We all have the same 4 buttons, but it's the way we play the champion, or how we play the champion that matters, right? He has kind of the same scenario here. He has more minions. Ease her. Another mistake. What is that gonna do for us, guys? Nothing. So if you're watching this, the Devil Hasselhoff, I hope you can, like, I'm not trying to flame. I'm just trying to, like, criticize and make you better. In a nice way, right? Hopefully you see it as a nice way. But, like, the E there is not gonna do anything. Yeah, you're gonna poke her down. You're gonna get a mana flow stack. But we need to save every inch of mana we can because we didn't take that reset now. And look at Akali, just because of Doran Shield. She's almost full HP, guys. All that poke for pretty much nothing. Very long first back, though. No one is resetting. Akali should be pressuring Malzahar. Kind of going for trades. Because if Malzahar uses more mana, again, he's going to go and Akali can use regen health back up, no? But she's also playing too safe, which is okay. I mean, good for us, of course. And she's not really extending these trades as well. Malzahar does not have enough round or enough mana to go for a full combo anyways. And she will never die. Like, she's too healthy. Even if you land a full combo with Voidlings, she's not gonna die here. Akali could go... And this is where, like, the mechanics comes into handy, right? Why would you flash on top of Akali? Why did we even go for that play overall? It happens. But again, was that a big mistake? It is. But at the same time, is it easy to fix? Yeah, we just don't flash R there. You know what I mean? We just take that earlier back. Because now, yes, he gets the back, she gets the back, he gets to buy. But the death was pretty much for zero reason. He's still relatively okay in CS, but considering they literally have been farming for 8 minutes, he should almost have perfect CS here. Because he didn't recall, she didn't recall. The wave never crashed into his turret. But overall, just a big mistake dying there, pretty much for zero reason. And it's just pretty much just not calculating the reset timing, at least even considering resetting at all early, right? He had very good out there with that reset, he didn't take it. And now we're playing super aggressive, without flash, without TP. Yes, we're getting some pokes in, but we don't have sums, we don't put down wards. We get caught out. He survives here, luckily, I think. But again, like, why are we that aggressive without our summoners? Yes, we can poke her down with our E, sure, look at her HP. But like, I don't like risky plays, I like consistency. And consistency for me is just farming as Mouse, right? Because we can't kill her without R if she doesn't make a huge misplay, which is kind of hard. But also, we don't have any wards. Never place a ward in a brush like this. Always try to get as high as possible to get more vision. Like, here is good, here is good. Same here, we try to get it here so we can have 2 entrances or 3 entrances, right? Here, 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 if you place one ward. Try to cover as much as possible. That's good. He could get a cheeky back here. I would reset, why not? The wave is like kind of in our turret. He ups to stay. And if he resets there, imagine the advantage he would get in HP when he comes back. Because Akali stays, no? And this is the small, like, leads we need and we should take as Mouse. I call it dysfunctional recalls, right? We recall, she stays. She recalls, we push. We recall, she stays. You know what I mean? You're always trying to be alternating. Opa. He cancelled his R with his E, but still managed to get a kill. Again, in this elo, it happens. But I don't care about this elo. You know what I mean? Yeah, he got a kill there. Would he have gotten it in Diamond? Probably not. Like, not in a million chance. We are trying to improve him. So, that play, sure, he was good. He got the kill, but it was because of big mistakes. And from his part as well. Just for staying, right? But what I'm saying is, like, for me, I try to be alternative recall. So when I push in, I recall, she recalls. And I'm first, I push. And then maybe I rotate, she rotates. You know, I just don't want to be with my laner. I want to be off her all the time. Until I get strong enough to beat her, right? Or at least to hold my own. Now he has Malignance. He could hold his own against her. With his R, you know, a good combo, whatever. But again, the biggest consistency in Malzahar is just farming, in my opinion. Because some of these kills, it should not happen, and it happens. And some of these deaths should also not happen, but it happens. A lot of mana spending, but now it's a little bit more okay, just because we have a mana item. But it hasn't really changed. Like, he played super aggressive with his mana early, and he still does it. Now it's easier for him to survive, just because of his item. But a lot of, like, mana spending here. And if this was a range matchup, it would have been probably way harder for him to, like, play like this. If that's how he plays in every matchup, right? Every matchup is different. Opa. To be able to climb, you need to learn the basics of the matchups, right? Against the ranged, against the melees, against the Yones, against the energy champions, against the super long range. You know what I mean? You need to have a plan against all of them. If your plan is the same against all, just go in and EWQ every time you have it, then you're not gonna win a lot of games because you don't have a plan. You're just hoping for the best. Does that make sense? Every matchup is different. Okay, this guy plays super aggressive though. I mean, in this elo, yeah, you can, for sure. I mean, it's working for him clearly. In this game, at least. But overall, if you think about why he's stuck in this elo, it's kind of clear to see, right? He could get so many more advantages. Not bad. Oppa. Unlucky. He could get so much more advantages. And he probably gets these solo kills way easier. With some correction in his play. But in this game it's working. Aggressiveness with Ignite. Yeah, Ignite is very strong in the 1 vs 1. As Malz. He has CS advantage here as well. Like with 20 almost. Goes for probably Rhyhorn second here. Which I like. Again, look at the team comp. Full of melees almost. So it's very strong late game as well. So far the biggest mistakes have been the early game, and once again with the resets. I wonder which elo will start resetting better. You know what I mean? Because like so far, bronze, silver, they have the same issue with the reset timings and just overstaying and not really knowing when to reset and when to, like, you know. The difference between this guy and the bronze is the bronze was very safe, right? He is looking to farm, but David, he's looking to kill. Like, this guy wants blood. Gotta be careful. Okay, good positioning. Okay, good job. Good fix. He has map awareness. Very good. He saw the fight happening, rotate to it, and pushes the wave. This could be a turret as well. Wow, they're getting so much here. Good job. David Hasselhoff, what a player. Again, just by looking at his early game, it is climbable. Like, if he just fixes some of the small mistakes, it is definitely climbable for him. They have a TP coming in from the back here. Let's see if they notice it. Now they do. Careful from the W there. Hoppa. Good silence. But there's not enough to save him. He gets a kill though. 1 for 1. A little bit, again, overstaying, but it is what it is. He got a kill. They died 3 for it. Not worth, but at least he got 1 back there in the end. It you know, happens. But the thing is, like, this is one game, right? If David plays like this every game, like without vision, just pressuring, chasing her down on the turret, like, then he has to work on ward placement and just tracking the jungler, right? Because, like, you have to start. If you want to climb, you have to start paying more attention to everyone. You can't just pay attention to yourself. And if he plays like this, like I said, against every champion, where he just pokes and tries to run them down and loses a lot of mana, then yeah, that could be a very easy fix. You just get the hang of not trading at all in the beginning, and then see how much more mana you save. And then you'll be like, oh, okay. Maybe I can use 1 round of spell here. Maybe I can use 1 E on him now. And then when you get Lush after, yeah, you could go a little bit more ham. The game is looking... Echo is very fed. That's pretty much the only guy who is, like, big. But let's see how they play out this mid game here. Again, turrets are down. People are starting the group. This is more about how we play off these fights. Wow. Good job. Malz. Good job. Akali is sitting mid. 2 people down. 2 of the strongest members are down. Also in this elo, there's a problem with how to win the game, right? When people have a lead, they are really confused on what to do with the lead. And what I mean with that is like, for example, now, yeah, they got the turret, they got everything, they got the fight. They should just back out there, no? Akali might be inting a little bit, but he should be like resetting here. There's no need for everyone to chase Akali. Here we should just resetting. Cause like we won the fight, but look, we overstay enough for them to come back into the fight. So we really didn't gain anything, to be honest. We gained a kill, but we gave back all the kills. You know what I mean? Like we got a turret, but then we gave away 3 kills when we pretty much got 3 kills. We killed Akali, we killed the Set and Echo. So it's a 3 for 3 plus a turret. But like, you know what I mean? Maybe even 4 kills here. Yeah. 4 for 3 plus a turret. I mean, you know what I mean? And that's the thing, like they have a lead, they push, but then they get so complacent about kills. Like kills is not important in this game. It's about killing the Nexus. And we should just be as safe as possible. Shear's backed away. Akali jumping in like that. She jumps out, whatever. Flashes. Don't chase her. It's okay. It's fine. If Volibear does, let him die. But all of us, we don't have to be there. Look, like we lose so much more here for that play. And then the enemy team does the same. Very like common mistakes in this elo. This is what I mean. Like they don't really know how to push their leads correctly. They just think, yeah, let's just group, let's just push with low HP. We kill, let's just keep going. They don't pay attention to death timers. Good W. A lot of grouping up, and now again you guys can see very little farming. Very little farming. He's pretty much looking for kills only. All of them, pretty much. Yorick is bought. He had decent CS, but now he's kind of starting to get falling behind. I mean, Yorick is pretty much the only one farming decently, and he's the only one splitting, and he has TP. And look at Set TPing top. I hope you guys recognize it's a bad TP. If you guys don't, well, stop this video and question yourself why it's good and why it's bad. If you have done that and you resumed, it's bad because he gains nothing, and now we can't join a fight if something happens. But he could have just walked top, no? He TPs for a few minions, doesn't give him anything. And now he doesn't have a summoner spell. Yorick pushing top here too aggressively is also bad. That could happen. We could pressure Nash here. But in this elo, I don't know. I don't think, yeah, no. Malzahar, you could have taken Nash, brother. Zyra should be, one of them has to be at Nash. Zyra preferably, but like, yeah, Nash was free. He's chasing kills. It's not good. You should never look to chase kills. Kills doesn't win you games. Even if you lost inhib there, even if you lost inhib turret, doesn't matter. Nash is more important. If you lose Nash here, it's GG. Can't even take it. They got the Nash. Yeah, he opted to chase. So did Zyra. Very bad macro. Very bad play overall. Should have just gone to Nash. Take that. More important than anything. Could have taken that fast. Could have defended mid turret afterwards or mid inhib. Even if they take mid inhib, it's fine. It's free farm for you. But like chasing kills, guys, we have to stop that. Chasing kills means nothing, especially in that scenario where you have Nash up. He's going for Zhonya's third. I like that. Sure. I think Leandri's would be better, but it's fine. He has been dying a little bit randomly, so maybe Zhonya's can save him. But to be honest, it's more about his like just overstaying that gets him killed, not so much positioning wise early or in the first couple of fights. It's the second round of fight that he's been dying to. Okay, we see him a little bit splitting here. I like that. The problem is Drake is up and he doesn't have TP, which again, why TP is so powered. You can be at 2 places at the same time. He walks down now. Maybe he can make it. Volibear is not even there yet. So Yorick is here. Respawns. Let's see where Yorick goes. He doesn't have TP and he goes for top. He's not going to be in the fight. Now, we have to pay attention. Is it a bad fight or is it a good fight? He has been Ring Set a couple of times now. And Set has just been doubling back all that damage. He could always save his R, chunk him down, and then R to finish him off. But he Rs when he's full HP, and they never get able to finish him, and he use W's that, you know? Drake is done. We have to, like, just kind of accept that. We cannot contest here. Zyra is dead. We wasted our R. Echo is dead, but, like, at the same time, we don't have good positioning. I mean, Yorick is here, though. We could have maybe went for that, but I don't like not having vision and face checking, and with Malzahar having no R, it's hard. And especially with, like, kind of Set still being there, he still has R. He can always R in, like, Volibear or something, and make a good, you know, some kind of a good R or whatever. Again, Yorick is caught out. He's pushing too high, but we're not gonna pay attention to Yorick because, like, he's not the main focus here. Oh wow, he killed someone. Okay, now we have to pressure mid. Good. Wow, he gets a lot of attention and gets a kill. So now overall it's a 4 versus 4 still. Now we can pressure mid turret. Good job. He has R back up as well. Hold on. I just noticed this. I just noticed that. Why are we maxing W? Why? How can a Malzahar with 3.5 million max W second? If you max W second, you really have to read what Malzahar's spell does. Please, take a look. Pause it and take a look. What does maxing Voidlings do? Voidling bonus damage goes up by 2 per level. And that is not AP, that is base damage. It goes up by 2, which means 0. Voidling duration goes up by a second every two upgrades, right? So it's a 10-second max. How many times do you see Voidlings even survive? They get 1 hit. Doesn't matter if it's a 2-second extra. They're never gonna survive the duration, right? Mana cost goes up by 5. So you're pretty much losing more mana. You get 2 extra damage. Please don't max W second, and if you do, change champion, please. Like, you cannot be maxing W. I'm sorry, I get so tilted by this, because people always tell me I max W second. I'm like, why? He's like, oh, for damage, or it doesn't even take down the cooldown. The cooldown goes down by the items you buy. Sorry, do not max W. That's probably why this guy is. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna flame him. David, brother, please. You have a lot of mastery points. Read the champion skills. Do not max W. This next game I watch you prep. I hope to God you're not maxing W after this video if you watch it. They got the mid turret, but once again, guys, we take the mid turret, but we rotate to bot. We could take a reset, spend that gold, and then come back to the lanes. But we opt to overstay. All of us opt to overstay. This should not be happening. Like, the kills should not be happening. Everyone is misplaying, but, like, team overall, why are we staying here? We got the gold. Look at the wave mid now. Wow, very aggressive TP. Very aggressive flash. I have to be a little bit more calm with the flashes. Very, very aggressive. We should always pay attention to where our team is before we go for a standing R. Because, like, we get surrounded there. We get sandwiched and get in a bad position, pretty much. Again, guys, look at the CS count. He's just falling more and more behind. So is enemy team, like Akali and stuff. But, like, this is why... Look at top. No one has been top for the last 20 minutes. I'm not even lying. Like, no one has been catching that. No one has been pushing that. Yorick is doing good by pushing bot. He's level 17. That could be us. That could have been us, guys. We could have been that Yorick with that level 17, 3 item, very strong, very scary guy. Except Yorick is playing a little bit too aggressive at times as well, which makes him get caught out, and we're not in position to do something. That's why playing with TP, you can always learn, like, oh, I died here, maybe I should have chilled a little bit, you know? But he's level 17, like, he's getting scary, he's beefy, he's getting beefy. We're gonna watch a little bit more, because, like, they lose this game, by the way, and I'm not gonna watch the loss. Like, you guys can already see that TP is bad from Yorick, but it's okay. We can already see some of the mistakes here. Just overstaying, playing a little bit too aggressive, flash R-ing in scenarios where we kind of have to chill. R-ing in scenarios we have to chill a little bit. We have been R-ing the set every time. Should have poked him down. We're maxing W, wasting a lot of mana early game. Like, some small things we definitely can fix. It's not hard.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
But we have to fix them if we want to climb. Gold? You can get it, David. I believe in you. Your aggressive playstyle is interesting. I mean, you get kills. I see that. You get some kills. But your positioning and your how can I say? Your positioning and your choices in the game has been, you know, a little bit questionable at times. Just in a bad position, like insta-R-ing and you get caught out. It's like you're not really, it's not helping the team either way. Uh-oh. Somehow still worked out. 2 for 2. That could have been a scenario where he insta-Rs, ERs, because he had a lot of teammates around him. They could maybe one-shot him before he uses W. But the Rs on set has not been paying off, because like he Rs on full HP and he used Ws all that. So we should just maybe look to poke him down with E, W, Q a little bit, and then we could always look to finish him off with R. I mean, Yorick has been, he's getting turrets and stuff, but like also his TP uses has not been great, but he has been splitting. So he's going for Morello? Not really sure why, but that's okay. I don't think the healing is the problem this game. Because like, if you go Ignite, why don't you go full damage? Why don't you go Rabba? Why don't you go like Leanders and stuff? You know what I mean? If you go with Ignite anyways. Here we should chill. We're too high up with both Yorick and Malzahar. Team is not in position to do anything here. Bomba cleared. What is that damage? What? I don't do that much damage at mouth. I swear I don't do that much damage. Here comes Set. Should use Zone as that instead of flashing. Good job. Wow. Zyra is top. Don't ask me why. Yorick dies. To be honest, they could probably Nash here with Zyra, Volibear, and Malz. They don't need to. They won't waste HP. Just because like Zyra plants can tank, Malzahar avoidance can tank. I'm gonna pause it here, guys. 30 minutes is enough. Nash was free, to be honest. It was 3 versus, even with the low HP Malzahar had, they have no way to kind of like stop it with Senna Jhin if they spawn voidlings and plants, but it's okay. Either way, David Hasselhoff, thank you for this review, by the way, or thank you for playing Malz. Never max W. Please, for the love of God, guys, never max W ever in your life. 1 point till level 18. Thank you. If you go to wiki, just read it. You lose more mana, you get 2 damage. It's not worth it. Please. Q, at least you get like higher silence, you get higher base damage, and the mana cost goes up. But you also get more for it. You get pretty much 35 each level, and you get 0.25 silence duration, which is very good late game. Either way. Early levels, again, guys, we have to work on the timing and the reset. Please work on that. Look at why you're losing XP, why you're losing farm. Your resets are awkward. We're resetting on the minions fighting each other. if you got frozen with the bad recalls, that's what I mean. Like if you face a smurfer in this elo, you would 100% know it's a smurfer, you know, because they would freeze on you. You would be 20 farm, they would be 70, and you would get perma one shot because you're playing too aggressively, trying to push it in. But in this scenario where it's a silver versus silver, both are making mistakes. It is playable, right? But you have to think higher elo if you want to get higher elo, and you have to fix the small mistakes you think is okay, because in your elo you're gonna get punished for it, right? He does not play TP, but he wastes a lot of mana. Mistake number 1. Positioning wise, later on he just stands in R's in a clumped up area. You know, it's not good for Malz. We should never use stand in R. Always think position first and then R second, because like our base spells are still very useful. Silence, E, W, Voidling, slow, whatever is very useful. We should not go for a R to die. You know what I mean? Because he dies a lot. Like he averages a lot of deaths per game, almost 6 average. I average 3 point something, and I'm masters. You know what I mean? And I get these people knowing how to play against Malz, and I average like 3 something. Very high deaths. To be honest, I don't like the TP pick, because if you want to climb, you should not be looking to one-shot people. Yes, it's fun, but if you want to win games more and consistent, get up that CS by splitting. Be like Yorick, except play better than Yorick, right? Because he's splitting and he's dying because he's playing too aggressively. Pull someone in, you can TP to a fight. If you don't see anyone on the map, you chill a little bit, adapt to TP plays, and you will definitely climb. But yeah, it is what it is. But David can definitely climb. It's just some mistakes he has to fix. Either way, guys, thank you, and let's go to the gold game, eh? Peace. Okay, guys, the gold game. So this guy is gold. Mob Barley. I have made a review on this guy before. I remember, and whoa, happens. It's okay. Mob Barley. Let me see how many mastery points does Mob Barley have. Mob Barley is sitting on his rank number 3, highest Malzahar in mastery points, 6.2 million. Jesus. Rune set, guys, he goes for comment, biscuits. This guy has been watching my videos. He goes for ability haste and movement speed and tenacity. Whoa. Calm down, buddy. He has Gathering Storm, Transcendence, Mana Flow, biscuits. I like that. He starts with Doran's Ring. Still no one playing with Mana Crystal. I guess they don't watch my videos. They don't like it enough. He's facing a Yasuo. So the Yasuo matchup, guys, the thing is, at this stage, like bronze, silver, I respect, or not respect, but I understand them maybe not knowing the matchups that well, right? But in gold, elo, platinum, up, like you have to start adapting and realizing how to play against certain matchups, right? Yasuo matchup is kind of relatively easy. You don't want to push in, because level 3, he kind of chases you down to turret if he plays correctly, right? Could work, you could get away with it. You could always E him, but like you should not be trying to push the wave in, right? Let's see how he plays it. This guy has TP, so this is the first player having TP, and it comes in gold. Yasuo with, you know, he has Doran's shield. It's very hard to poke down. I liked that he kind of weakened the minions before Eing, but then he mistimes his out attacks and then pretty much loses all the minions, right? Or misses 3. Gets level 2 first here. Gets W. Should be careful. This is why, again, we don't want to have the wave in this awkward position, because he can use the dash through, trade, and go back. I like to just last it and have the minions coming to me so I can be closer to my turret so he can't dash in and dash out. So now you can already see it's an awkward position, right? You walk up, he dashes in, he pretty much trades. It's a very bad position already for us. Very bad position. Oh, we're getting. So this just shows a lack of matchup understanding. Like he's just getting, yeah, and he doesn't have flash because he flashed early. He has to reset and TP back. It pretty much just matchup understanding, guys. But in this elo, you should start paying more attention to these. Like if you want to climb to platinum up, you have to pay attention to what you're doing wrong in certain matchups, especially like the Yone and Yasuo matchups, because they're relatively popular. If you guys don't know how to play them, I have some, you can search Malzahar against Yasuo. I have some videos on that. Or Yasuo versus, or Malzahar against Yone. I have some of that too as well. But, hey, be my guest and watch if you guys like to. Again, in this position here, if Yasuo just freezes, you are doomed. You are screwed here. And he can freeze pretty much because he has this wind wall. He can block casters. And if he froze, this lane would have been over. But luckily, he doesn't. Now whoa, hey, don't walk up like Bob. Bob, we don't want to look to poke here. Look at our mana. Why are we trying to Q him? Is a Q gonna kill him? No. Wasting a lot of mana. Just trying to look to shove again. It's not looking good because the wave is too high up. Do you see how high the wave is, guys? We have to walk up to farm. Luckily, again, Yasuo does not freeze. Diane is in... Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow. That worked. Well, he gets a kill. To be honest, it was looking bad for him. He gets a kill for a kill. Now at least he gets... Oh, he gets a tier. Okay, interesting. I haven't seen tier in a very long time. He queues to get Voidling stacks. Again, he's misplaying this matchup very hard. And the Yasuo does have decent mechanics because like he knows the champion pretty well. But overall, it is Yasuo tech to like dash in and be annoying. We should know that by now. We should know it in this elo. This is why I always say, don't look to trade, don't look to poke, just look to farm. Yone, Yasuo, even Katarina, you don't want to look to shove because they are very aggressive and they look for these trades always. Look at this guy. He's just going crazy with a Doran's ring and a attack speed. But we have to know it. Oh. Aggressive flash, not needed. He doesn't have ignite. But he comes back and he's already 0 HP. Very big mistakes. Very big mistakes. He gets away with it. But again, he's misplaying so hard. I don't like... The thing is, guys, if you watch a replay, let's say Bob Marley watches the game, he's like, yeah, I got him. That's okay. It doesn't matter if I got low HP. That should not be the conclusion. The conclusion should be you are perma low HP, you're perma misplaying. Fix that. I don't care if you got a kill here. Like for me, that doesn't matter. It doesn't make you a good Malzahar. I'm not gonna say good job, you saved your lane. No, you're misplaying permanently. If a different game, you face another Yasuo, he does the same, and this doesn't happen, you're usually gonna lose every Yasuo game. Like I don't care about you getting a kill here. You're misplaying it. So many times in a repetitive way. You're going forward, EWing perma, and you get punished for it, which you should be, because Yasuo is playing it correctly. But why are we looking to perma shove? It's not gonna help us. Look to reset. Good job. He's down a lot of farm, and that's Malzahar's biggest weakness. We cannot fall behind the CS because our champion will be, well, weaker and weaker and weaker, of course. Interesting buy. He goes for a full mana build buy here. Because he's wasting a lot of mana trying to shove in, which is, again, another problem. You should not look to perma shove. If it doesn't work against certain champions without mana, like a Yasuo, right? We have to change the way we play. We have to change them. Again, it's a matchup misunderstanding, but considering he has 6 million mastery points, which means he has a lot of games in his bag, in his luggage, you need to know the basics of every matchup by now. And your gold, you know what I mean? If you were bronze, I would be like, yeah, he doesn't know the matchup. But like in this elo, bro, you have to learn the matchups. You learn to have to play against a Yasuo. This is better. This is way better. This is the way you want to keep it. Basic attack only! And he literally just ends his lane again by shoving it. Back to Yasuo where he has advantage. If you just kept the lane there, perfect. Yasuo can't dash in, he can't dash out. You can use basic attack free farm. Now, look. The wave is going up. Yasuo, if he freezes here, you're doomed. If he freezes, you're over. You're gonna miss every wave because you have a Volcano. Perfect. Wow. Yasuo, good job. And he goes, scares him off. He's trying to break that shield, obviously. Good job, Yasuo. And look at the position. Why did we put ourselves in this position, Bob? You had a perfect little freeze here. Why did you break it for this? Why? And Yasuo freezes. Yasuo, this guy should not be gold. He is very good mechanically. He has good understanding of the game. Why are we breaking the freeze for free? And now you're in a bad position once again. Let's see what saves it. Yasuo starts pushing again, which is bad. Here, Yasuo should do the same. Use basic attack, wait for Malzahar to walk up, kill the voidlings. He can't push the wave. You could even block those. Good job. He's slow pushing now, or like slow killing the minions with the Yasuo. Good. To be honest, I would let the voidlings be so they can kill them, attack the voidling, or attack his minions, so he can keep the freeze. Luckily, his jungler bails him out. Again, this is not a good play for him. He was looking in a very bad spot. He has a jungler, which is nice. Yasuo doesn't ward. Again, it's his mistake. This is a gold elo. People make a lot of mistakes for sure. But already, like this matchup, he's playing it so bad. And luckily, Yasuo doesn't get ganks. You know what I mean? Because it would look bad for him. Farming wise, he's getting back up there slowly. Look to reset here and it should be fine. But yeah, just misplaying overall. Yasuo is playing well. Yasuo could have played that much better and it would have been over for Malz. But yeah, mistakes happen. Luckily for us, we get bailed out. And let's see what he does next. Buys a lost chapter here. TP's back. I mean, it's fine, I guess, to catch this wave. He had the freeze there once more. Doesn't opt for the freeze. Looks for trade, which he has been losing. You know, he has been losing every trade so far. Not sure why he opts for them still. Goes back to autopiloting once more. Just EW in. Yasuo rotates first. We don't have R here. Oppa. Here comes a backup. We're about to have R up. No need to flash there. We have to be able to calculate the damage as well. Again, I'm a little bit more how do I say, critical, because like this is gold. You have to be somewhat, you know, you have to be understanding the game in a better sense now. And calculating damage is easy. You know Diana doesn't have R. And you could have just pretty much just walked that out. And just because he didn't reset, look at where he's what state he is in. Low mana, low HP. He has to stay if he wants to keep the waves and maybe not lose a plating. Yasuo has got a kill. It looks beefy. Yasuo is kind of also misplaying. He should like freeze the wave, let him EW, freeze the wave, and then just go aggro. Again, jungler comes to bail him out. Let's see if that works. He has R. Good job. Again, he has a good jungler who kind of bails him out. That's fine. But again, he is misplaying still very, very hard. And it's not like Yasuo has a big lead. Like, he doesn't even have a lead on him. But he's still misplaying. Which makes it look like Yasuo is fed. But he isn't. I guess it's only me playing Malz, never getting a gank, right? Wow. Okay. You should always stand here. Even if you're queuing, stand here so you can be closer to walk into the lane whenever you get full mana and full HP. You should never, like, even if it's a 1 second or 2 seconds, it's important. I guess that could be a minion or two. Always stand outside the fountain or close to the outside of the fountain as possible to save time. He's also maxing W. Oh man. But oh man, my head hurts. Why is people maxing W? I have to go back watch the bronze game if they max W or not, because that is frustrating to see. I hope it's a misclick on the points. I have to if he gets another point in W, I'm gonna add these guys personally and ask them why they are maxing W, and just to hear their answer if they have an answer for that, because I'm getting frustrated while watching this. Again, if you guys don't know, tab this, shift this. Look what it does if you up Voidlings. Please tell me how this is good. You get 2 extra bonus damage. You don't get AP scaling. You don't get anything. You get 2 extra base damage on per Voidling, okay? So if you have 3 out, that's 6. Wow, you get 6 extra damage. The duration goes up by 1 every 2 points, but the mana cost goes up by 5 every points. Does Voidlings survive 10 seconds ever? No, they don't. They always get insta-cleared, no? So why are we maxing Voidlings? For what? I don't know. You tell me. It's a 5-second cooldown, so before the duration is up, you already have new Voidlings. So I don't get it. It just costs more mana. If you ups this, I'm gonna add them and ask why. I hope it's a misclick. I do that sometimes. I can misclick, you know, in the heat of the moment. I hope he did. I hope he did. If I see level 12 and he ups, what? I don't understand what he's doing. I'm gonna be very, very harsh here. Out of the bronze and the silver, this guy has the worst positioning and movement that of so far. And I'm saying that with humbleness and respect. I'm not trying to be toxic. I'm just saying, by reviewing this game, the gold player have had the worst movement and positioning. Like spacing as well. He like walks up melee to Yasuo. Look, he's still looking to trade here. Like it's crazy. I'm confused, man. But Yasuo cannot capitalize on the big mistakes. It's okay. He's trying though. But Yasuo could definitely have made him like 10 CS in this game. But it's fine. It's good for us, you know. I'm happy. But if this was Yone, though, he would have been... Oh. If it was Yone with similar mechanics to Yasuo, it would have been bad. He gets Sorks. Okay. Still has that tier. Let's see if he upgrades it. Oh. He could have... He could have TP'd maybe to this fight, no? Look for this. Okay. But from all of the Malzahars, we haven't seen a single roam or a single like pressure anywhere. You know what I mean? Okay, goes for a max combo. Isn't enough though. It's not enough, guys. That's Yasuo for you. That was max. Like... Pretty much a maximum E, maximum Q, maximum R, maximum Voidlings, everything. Played that good. He played it good, but it's Yasuo. Yeah, we know that Yasuo is top here. He pushes this wave. Should look to reset so he doesn't int his reset because Yasuo has TP. He has to time that as well in this elo. You have to pay attention to the summoner spells. When they have TP up, when they don't have TP up. And he knows Yasuo TP'd after him, or previously, so he should be knowing that he has TP still. So that's a good reset, because if he stays and Yasuo TPs, he's in a bad spot again. Not sure if that's the reason he did it, but it's good overall. Yasuo has his Blade of Ruin King now. It's scary. It's very scary. Yasuo TPs in as well on the mini wave. No like changes to his play. He still looks for like just perma EW on the wave, try to shove it in. Luckily he has a lot of mana to save him. But yeah. And luckily Yasuo is not the greatest on like freezing and lane management, so it kind of works out for him. But also That's also the reason maybe he's gold, right? Because he doesn't see these mistakes as a mistake. Maybe that's why he's like, some of these matchups are coin flip for him. Maybe sometimes he faces a Yasuo, it works because the Yasuo is bad. But if he faces a good Yasuo, then it's just gonna be painful for him. Yasuo rotates. We stay. I mean, we're too late, I would say, anyways. It's fine. You should just be looking to push this. Maybe get the turret down. Good job. Very good. Jinx is getting big slowly. Scary. I would take another wave. Good job. I'm not gonna scout bot, but let's just do it. Let's just see what's happening. If there's something Yasuo could have done or Malzahar could have done here. Nope. Yeah, good. Let's just reset here. Good job. The next level is the most crucial one. If he upgrades W again or not, we're gonna have a problem. I'm gonna collect all of these Malzahar. I'm gonna get them in a Discord call, and I want them to explain to me why they're maxing W. He did Q though. He upgraded Q. But if he goes W next, bro. If he bounces between Q and W, we're gonna have a big problem. And if you're maxing W, that just means you're autopiloting, no cap. Like, you haven't read the skills. You use autopiloting. Maxing W. I'm more interested to see that. I'm more interested also to see if this guy is about to split. Because so far, he's been playing the matchup relatively bad. Wasting a lot of mana and everything. Kind of been awkward with the resets and everything. That's okay. But I'm more interested to see if he's splitting or not with his TP. That's what I'm interested in. So far, it's okay not to swap. Like, Misfortunes, they still have their turret. Enemy team still has a turret. He could maybe swap with Malphite, because Malphite is armor. And he can just tank the Yasuo. But at the same time, you don't have to swap in this position. But he's kind of getting a little bit, you know, the matchup is not looking too favorable for him. The Garen matchup could be a little bit easier. Because he can't dash in, dash out. I don't like these blind chases though. We don't see Diana, we don't see anyone. And we kind of like looking to chase the Yasuo into oblivion. Diana could be over the wall. Yeah, Diana could be over the wall. And we can get cut up, which we pretty much just got. Aggressive, pretty much for no reason, and not really paying attention to the map, I suppose. Again, we have to pay attention, guys. If we don't see someone, expect them to be there where you are. That's what I do. I don't see anyone. Oh, he's here. I don't care. He's in my door. He's literally in my bed, waiting. He has Rylai now. The game is kind of slipping a little bit. Let's see if he goes bot though. That's what I'll... Oh. Okay. Works. Ping Malphite to go bot. You stay top here. But you just use your TP. There is no other objective but Nash. So if they go for it, you're here. Your team is close. And Malphite can always TP in. Not sure why they're doing here. Malphite, you should either ping him or tell him to go bot. Because you can't be doing duo farming. Like, it's not good. XP wise and level wise. Shyvana should not be bot here. You should be. Or, I mean, a Malphite should be. Good. We stay. We have nothing. There's nothing on the map. We stay and wait for the next wave here. Perfect. We could have Nashed even, probably, with Diana dead. But Shyvana was awkwardly bot side. So it's just, you know. That's overall, whatever. Okay, he did not max W. Maybe it was just a point misclick. You never know, though. Let's wait for his level 15. I mean, at this point, again, one E could probably push and like a Q. That's fine. But he hasn't altered his playstyle at all. Not once. It's just pretty much just free EW every time he has up. Oppa! Careful, brother. Drake is about to spawn. Diana is bot. Oh, maybe, you know. Cheeky little W.
Shut down.
There's a fight happening. We don't care. I'm only caring if he's moving. But so far he isn't. Okay. We could... R? What? Hello? What is happening? Shyvana is right there. Used R! What? What did we... Did we not see her? Man, this guy... Shyvana loves this guy. But on the other side, we're losing mid lane here. I don't understand what we were waiting for. It took so long. It took so long to start that fight, which shouldn't have even been a started fight, to be honest. Shyvana should be covering her team. Push. Oh, he's typing. Not worth it. They died for a 1 kill there. Shyvana should risk her team for 1 kill. And Drake. She should be hovering objectives, not the Malzahar one versus one Yasuo. Happens. Not sure if they're doing. Okay, back off. Good. I mean, at least he's on the side lane. I am very happy about that. Kinda happy with that. Enemy team has Infernal Soul. Play it safe, brother. That's not gonna kill. That might kill. Okay. One, oh. Q on you. I don't understand why the jungler is splitting though. Like, why? To be honest, the thing best here would be we swap back, we go bot, and we send our team top because Nash is up, and we can always TP in for Nash. Because like you have to be on the opposite of every objective, in my opinion. Drake was the first one, we lost it, and now we swap bot because this is just bad. She should not be able to be here. And this is why like Malphite with TP is level 13. Like he's level 13 because he's been perma grouping now. His farm is bad. Grouping up. Shyvana's farm is good, but she's not there. She can't be here because she's splitting. And then he's getting grouped on pretty much because Shyvana is splitting. And usually you want to split where the opposite of the objective is, just because like if they group on you then and your team is on the opposite side of the objective, they can always take the objective, you know. So let's say this happened where Diana Bard is here and your team is up here, then you can just take Nash, you know. But if you die here and the team is here, you can't do nothing. You can't get anything for that. Don't chase, it's okay. Go bot here. Take this, go bot. Hoppa. Take this, go bot. You can't send your team here because again, if they Nash, you can't pressure.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Okay. What item is he opting for? Liandry's. Okay. Oh, cheeky.
Rampage.
We could probably chase this down. Nice. Do we have a word? Nice. Good job. Good pick. Yeah, this could be low-key Nashable. Yasuo is bots. Yasuo. Yeah, run to Nash. Okay, not bad. This is a coin flip because Diana is close by. It all depends on how we play this out. Oh. But with Shyvana and Malz, we do have very good Nash damage. Whoa. Why is Diana here? Very, very bad from the enemy team. I would probably coin flip that if I was Diana, but it's okay. They got nothing and they die. Worth it for our team. Or for the Malz, I guess. He has Leandris now. The game is looking good. But overall, I'm just gonna... We're not gonna watch the full game once again because they lose this game, by the way, and I really don't want to see why. I guess Elder, whatever. We're just gonna pause it here, guys. 27 minutes. It's enough for us to see the mistakes, right? I didn't watch the fights, but this guy, he had TP. I didn't see him team fight once. He split a little bit, but the splitting itself kind of cost him more than he gained because like Shyvana came and they killed, sure, but on the other side lost. It's not his fault. Shyvana was there, but like overall he didn't really use his TP good. And this is why again on the lower elos when people go, you know, ignite, they go ghost. Again, maybe because they know they don't really use TP. This guy is the same thing. He used TP like once to go back to mid, and then he used it to go to this turret to protect it, right? Other than that, or yeah, he had one good TP play here where he caught Diana, I guess. Other than that, macro mistakes, micro mistakes, laning mistakes, wave management mistakes, positioning mistakes, spacing mistakes, and overall used movement mistakes. So many mistakes. To be honest, I think the bronze guy had the best movement so far. Let's see when we get to platinum and emerald, but like this guy had probably the lowest of the movement, and the again just overall, I don't know, just the game sense felt a little bit weird, but at least his split, that's good a little bit. But he really didn't use TP once. I didn't really check the fights. I used kind of like, again, I'm not tunnel vision. We're gonna do it more on platinum and emerald to see if there's a TP play. But so far the biggest mistakes has been his laning, you know, and luckily Shyvana saved him so many times, but they still lose the game. Let's just watch maybe the last fight here, what happens. So this is pretty much the biggest the last fight. Yasuo's bot. Same thing, like look at the movement, look at the positioning. Walks right into Diana and turret to maybe like R the Jinx, I guess. And this is a 5 versus 4. Or was a 5 versus, because Yasuo's splitting. And they lost it. Because he is tunnel vision right into Diana. And then I guess they lose Nash or Drake after this because they're 5 or... Yeah, everyone is dead. Yeah, they lose the game. Again, crucial mistakes in laning. Very big mistakes. If that is what happens every Yone and Yasuo matchup, of course you're not going to be able to climb, right? Because like, if that's matchups you're really bad against, then you're just coin flipping your elo. We don't want to coin flip elo. Learn the matchup. Watch people play Malz against Yasuo. I have tons of videos. If you search Malzahar versus Yasuo, you'll see the way I play. I've done it in different elos against good Yasuos, bad Yasuos, good Yones, bad Yones, like everything. Either way, thank you guys, and let's just jump to the platinum game and see how they play. Okay, welcome back to the platinum game. We are watching Mercenaru. I'm sorry, I can't say Mercenaru. He has 4.3 million, platinum 3, kind of stuck-ish. 4.3 million mastery points on Malz. Let's just turn off this so we don't pay attention. So at this stage, guys, we're gonna be more crucial. We're gonna think about warding, jungle times, everything. And lower elos, it's more about the early game for the Malz, but this is still early game matchup. This is everything, because now it's platinum. We're getting closer to emerald. You know what I mean? We're getting high rank per se. Interesting enough, a guy goes with ignite, one potion. Maybe he missed the other one. I don't know. But he plays ignite. Stars Q. It's a Diana matchup. Let's see his playstyle. Let's see what how he plays it. Rune set, guys. He goes for Airy, Mana Flow, Transcendence, Scorch, Coup de Grace with Presence of Mind, attack or AP HP per level. Let's just see how he plays. Again, so far every Malzahar has been a little bit different. You know, some play with Ignite, Ghost, Flash. Ghost, Ignite and TP, and now we're back to Ignite. Maybe looking for those solo kills. To be honest, against Diana, it is a little bit tricky, but let's see how he plays it. The early game, again, one of the most important plays or times for Malzahar. And let's just see, guys. Spacing wise, already okay. Until that, no reason for us to walk back up there, but it's okay, it happens. Diana is a weird matchup though. The Q is very hard to dodge in my opinion. She has a shield. She is tanky. She gets the shove in. This is good for us though. We can keep the wave here for as long as possible, hopefully. We opt to not. We could have frozen there, to be honest. Would have been great. Because then again, Diana can't really E on us if she, you know, has that upgraded next. Spacing decent. I would like us to be a little bit further back so we can juke those Qs. Okay. I see you. Because, like, the thing is, when you play Ignite, you have to be more conservative with your mana and HP. Because you cannot opt to go out and come back in, right? And so far, like, again, we're trading heavily with Ignite. And Diana has 2 potions. We had 1. I don't know why. Maybe misspot. But like, we're already in a bad spot because Diana has a way easier time to killing us than we have killing her. Because we have to land E, Voidlings have to hit her, and then we have to reset E with Q. She can use Q, E, E, W, Ignite, you're dead. You know what I mean? So we're kind of playing a risky business here, which I don't like. The biggest thing is for us is to farm, right? That's how we win game. Wasting mana heavily. And Diana doesn't really need to waste mana. She has her passive to kind of kill the waves. Oh, we're wasting a lot of mana here. A lot of mana. Luckily, we get a kill back. Misplay from Diana. Luckily, it kind of saved us because the wave is slow pushing to us as well. So it is really good for us to go 1-for-1 there. But yeah, big mistakes already. Goes for boots, goes for a book, amplifying book. Okay, we know the jungler started top side. The jungler is bot side. It's a Karthus, not the highest pressure early, I guess. He could gank, but in this position, what do? We should keep the wave here. Hello? I really don't understand. Cause like the bronze game, the silver game, I understand, but the gold and platinum, we need to have basicness of lane management, right? Like, why do we want this wave here? What is that gonna do for us? Are we gonna kill her? No. Is she gonna be able to farm on the turret? Pretty easily, yeah, I would say that. Can we kill her? Not a chance. Can we poke her down? What does that do even? Like, what happens if you land a Q do 20 damage on her? Nothing. Why don't we want to keep the lane here? Why are we trying to hard shove it back? Why don't we use like slow push? We can maybe use a Q to like thin the wave a little bit. But why are we so obsessed by pushing the wave as Malz? Yes, it's a pushing champion later on, but why are we so obsessed so early? Like, we're kind of putting ourselves in a bad spot. If the wave is here, we're putting ourselves in a bad spot because Diana can just chase us down all the way to turret. You know what I mean? Alright, let's see his first. Is it gonna work? Let's see. So far, no wards used. Okay. Kind of interesting gank, but Knowingly he started bot top side, we should be knowing like he is bot side at this time. And now we should just hover bot side because we know he's up there. Maybe he's resetting, but for now he's there. And then usually, see, this is what I mean, like being in that awkward position. Diana could just jump on us, and look at our position. No mana, no HP. We are sitting duck waiting to die. But knowingly, he started top, patted bot, ganked us. He probably reset it, and he's probably around here again, right? So if he's here, we could either opt for like bot, and then after a few minutes, like 1 minute or two, because that's probably when it cleared, we can always ward here. You know, we just have to kind of track the jungler semi-decent. It's harder when it's a heavy ganking jungler, because, you know, they can always like skip waves and gank, but like the basicness should always be, oh, they started bot, he's probably bot again after his first reset. And then we can either ward bot and hug bot, or we can ward top and hug top side. You know what I mean? You have to choose a side. We are in a bad position here. But I don't think Diana would go kill for kill. We're missing farm on the turret, queuing that. It's not good. We max E here. It's fine. But we're missing farm by miscalculating. We're still up in farm, luckily. Let's see if we can catch these minions here. It's kind of easy. Wait, basic attack. Good. And these two takes 2, so he already has that 1 low. Good job. Whoa! What are you? Okay, happens. It's fine. Again, insta autopiloting into the EW. You cannot EW against Diana. Interesting flash. We cannot EW against Diana because her W clears. Q, everything one-shots the Voidlings. That's why I opt to Q max against Diana, but that's just me. Brand comes to save his mid laner. Very nice. Good job, Brand. Sometimes that's all you need to relieve some pressure from you. Either way, the reset is going to be bad because like the wave is already here. He opts to stay. I mean, Diana can do that EWR by. This matchup is... It's not the hardest. It's just... If you make a couple of mistakes like we have, it is very easily punishable as Diana. It's like... I would say like this is one of the harder matchups for Malzahar. Especially if you play it wrong. Because it's very easily punishable. Yeah. Again, just... We're taking too much damage. We're autopiloting into EW. She's looking to push. Just catch the waves on the turret instead. Until you get more like an item, so you can push it back. But at the early stages, if she's looking to push the wave, let her have the push. It's fine, my man. It's okay. It's better for us to have her pushing into us, it's better to have her push into us than us pushing into her, because she can punish us way harder than we can. He's looking to rotate top here. Let's just see what happens. Maybe he can save it. He doesn't have R though. Ignites. He can't win this. It's Warwick. Wait, what? Why did he stop? Oppa, eat that. Very risky. Without R, it's always risky, guys. It's always risky. Oh, we lost the cannon wave. Was it worth it? No, definitely not. Malzahar's objective: XP and gold. Kills. No. If it's not free, then it's not good. Was it free? It wasn't. Diana is 4-1, looking dangerous. Our farm is looking kind of, you know, in the bad side. I'm gonna be critical because this is platinum. Yeah, it's bad. Our farm is shit. Our farm is terrible. Okay, at least now he's spacing the Qs a little bit better. Don't look to poke. We cannot kill her. If we get a cheeky E-bounce, you can maybe look to reset. But do not look to Q her out of nowhere. It's not going to do enough damage because you're maxing E. You only look to Q her if your E lands on her randomly from the minions, because then you can reset for damage. Good cancel. She's kind of low. That's why you do not lose early game. He's too far behind. Diana is strong as hell. That's all she needs to do. She doesn't even need R. Looking bad, guys. Like, looking very bad. This is the first game as well, where we see him actually kind of like get a little bit stomped 1 versus 1. I'm not gonna lie. The other ones, they maybe misplayed, but they didn't die. They never went, like, they never entered. Or not, it's not even int, but they never died as much as this guy has already. And looking at these Malzahars, guys, they always average high deaths. If you're averaging high deaths as Malz, again, probably because of your positioning, and probably because of your like spacing, and early game, of course. We have to play very safe here. So far, we haven't really looked to roam. We can't because we're getting heavily pressured mid. Sometimes it's just like that, guys. We can't really do anything about that. Very bad roam if he goes. Okay, words. That's decent. First word from him too, though. And this one, I guess. But he's getting heavily pressured, guys. It's a lot of pressure from the Diana. You can't really... It's relentless attacks over and over. Kind of hard for him to stop it. Is he missing a lot of farm as well? On the turret. He had very good moments where he could have like where he could have pretty much just froze the wave close to his turret. He opted not to. Again, that's just bad lane management and matchup knowledge. Diana could trade 1-for-1 here. Yeah. Oh. 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 Good play from Diana. We get the shutdown, so it's always worth it. It's always worth death for death if you get a shutdown for it. So it's not the worst, to be honest. But the ignite play, I mean, I guess you can get these shutdowns a little bit easier because you will always do a little bit more damage. Black Fire Torch complete. I mean, Diana has Lich Bane and an alternator already. That's a lot of damage, guys. A lot of damage. And I think, to be honest, Diana, if she gets fed, again, like I said, her punishing power is so easy. She can Q either wave or to the minion, and then just jump to the minion with her E and go back. We have to kind of like have awareness of these fights as well. It's a losing fight, but we still go there to pretty much get chunked for zero reason. We don't have R. It's looking bad. We have to pay attention to that and just disengage. Don't really move. Like, stop autopiloting here. We cannot autopilot because that's how we lose so much HP for free. And we die a lot. Because I've seen so many Malzahar. They just move to a fight and like, I know it's a bad fight, but I still moved. Why? Take a decision. Stand your ground. I don't care if they ping you. If you know it's bad, then it's bad. But then you know, you have to know it's bad. You know what I mean? But if you think, oh, I didn't move because I had 2 minions here, but it was looking, oh shit, if you were there was a triple kill for you. You know what I mean? That one, he's literally dead. You cannot do anything about that. You have no R. They're relatively HP, full HP. Diana is right there. You cannot do anything about that. He went for Sorks. Aggressive. High DPS. We're still missing a couple of farm on the turrets here, which is kind of normal for Malz. Both of them are not farming the best, but Diana, again, she doesn't need farm. She's an assassin. She needs 1 item or 2. She can literally one-shot anyways. It's more important for us to farm well because our champion is, again, a little bit more based on HP or XP and farm. It's better for us to get those because we rarely get solo kills, or we barely get kills. So our biggest gold or our biggest income is always from farming. Don't chase that. He's flashed out. He flashed out. It's okay. Rotate to your team here. Rotate. You have to be here, guy. He gets 1. Probably could have gotten more. I'm not sure why he opted to take the the ward. Very bad. He chased the Nautilus, sure. You get him out of the fight, you see him flash, he goes for a ward, okay, and then clears the pink in the middle of a team fight. Bad decision making, guys. Very bad decision making. Cannot autopilot. Take the ward off the wards. The ward is not important here. The Drake and the team fight is. Probably could have got him more, but it's okay. Happens. And the thing is also, him having this bad farm, not having TP, means he won't get better farm later on. Because he will be perma grouping, probably. Because he doesn't have TP, right? So he's just gonna fall more and more behind in XP and gold, and probably be underleveled and underfarmed the next 10 minutes. Because like already, look, they're already starting to group now. Because bot lane lost turret, mid lane lost turret, top lane has taken turret. Now the game is open. Now people are starting to group, get some picks because it's longer to turrets. You know, you can have more fights because the turrets are further and further away. Malzahar is running straight mid. He doesn't care about anything in life. He's also maxing W. Guys, I'm disappointed. Apparently no one watches my videos about why we don't max W. I have done this almost every video except the bronze one. I'm not sure if that guy did not max W, I'm honoring him and I'm adding him and telling him congratulations. The bronze, if the bronze guy did not max W, he's smarter than all of these guys. Why are we maxing W? I have done this on every video. I'm gonna do it again because maybe someone skipped. Maxing W gives you 2 more bonus damage on your Voidlings with longer duration, but the mana cost goes up. Does Voidlings ever survive the whole duration? No, they don't. They get insta-shot. Is 2 damage a lot? It isn't. Is the cooldown going down? No. Is the AP scaling going up? No. It's literally 2 base damage on each Voidling, which means nothing. And you guys are maxing it to lose more mana. Good job. I don't know what to say. I'm disappointed. This guy is platinum. No way. Sorry for flaming, but like every game they have been maxing W. Is no one watching Malzahar players? Is no one watching how to learn the champion? Or they just autopiloting and then asking why they can't climb? Obviously you can't climb because you're upgrading the wrong skill, which is the most basic thing not to do. Oh, I'm getting tilted, man. Every video or every rank, they're maxing W. Nah. I'm adding all of these guys to a Discord call. Like, someone please explain to me the benefits of maxing W. I want to know. I want to learn. Good pick. Good job. 2 kills. Hot, smoky. We lost turret bot though, but we got so much for it. And again, he can't be there because he doesn't have TP. It's a Caitlyn 1v1 if he wants to. Oh. Wow. Bloggers. Good play. Oh, he greets for more. He can. He has time. Warwick is a little bit scary, but it's okay. He's very fast. If he up... Oh, here it comes. Very greedy. Very greedy going for that. Very greedy going for that. Wow. Not worth it. At all. He got a scuttle for death. Not worth it. Again, this is platinum. Should be knowing those mistakes. Should be watching death timers. Not good. Just dying. 100 farm, guys. 60 minutes. It's just gonna get worse downhill from here. Just because he doesn't have TP. I haven't watched this game pre-hand. I'm watching it live with you guys. So, but I used to know. Like, looking at him and looking how he plays. Just running mid. He's not gonna get better farm. He's gonna get underleveled very soon. Warwick is 12. Everyone is like 11, 9. It doesn't look that bad because again Diana is also not farming, Warwick is not farming, but if these guys were farming and having close to perfect CS, yeah, they would probably level 13 by now. 13, maybe almost close to 14. But it's okay. So far, again, they're also misplaying. It's okay. Diana doesn't have TP. But the thing with Diana not having TP, why it's more beneficial for her, if she splits, she one-shots anyone who splits against her. You know what I mean? But if Malzahar splits, he's gonna get one-shot by Diana, he's gonna get one-shot by Warwick. I think even Caitlyn can kill him. Cartus can probably kite him around to go for 1-for-1. He was holding it, maybe because he thought he didn't need it, but then he needed it because it's Warwick. But good job holding it, trying to see if maybe they could kill him without that. Again, they're going for a split top farm here. Smolder should recall because they're pushing 2 lanes here. Someone has to defend mid. I'm not sure what's going on. So they're starting to ping each other. It's okay. Maxing W again. I don't know. It is what it is. But yeah, that's why some champions with Ignite, they can get away with it, you know what I mean? But that's also why I like TP, because I'm not looking to go for one fight with these Igniters, right? I'm just trying to take them down, get the wave, TP to a fight. Warwick is back up. He has to be careful. Wards should path mid here to maybe sandwich them. Warwick is not there. This is a perfect opportunity to like 5 versus 4. Warwick is fast, but he will be late if we can use insta go here. Let's see. Good job. Good rotation. Very, very good. Warwick is here. Maybe with Ignite. Barrier. Classic Warwick. Classic. Oh. Don't tell me he's not gonna get this. He did not. Oppa. Not sure if he had R up before to save the smolder, but good rotation, I guess. Again, that's pretty much what you want to do with TP as well, right? You drag someone there without TP, and then you look to TP to a fight. At this play, he didn't need to TP because he doesn't have it, but he's walked down, took someone up with them, pushed the wave in. They're catching the wave. You rotate, you rotated the fight first, and then all of a sudden it's a 5 versus 4 for a brief minute. And that's enough sometimes to win a fight. Very good. But he should be having a lot of gold. He didn't reset, so now he's a lot of gold for Drake, which is bad. Again, maybe not paying attention to the timer, maybe not paying attention at all. They lose a Drake. They kill the Diana. Warwick is top. Good job. Could be a nice play here. No one is on the same page. Go Nash. We have Malzahar. We do have 2 burning champions, I think. Brand, Malz. If we kill him, why don't we Nash here? Hello? What the hell just happened? They didn't finish off him fast enough. He got a lot of damage out. It's okay though. 1 for 2. 1 for 3. He bought Leandries. You guys know what I'm going to point out, right? The farm. 139 in 21. Not acceptable. Not acceptable. Luckily, he has been getting a lot of kills. But once again, there is no, changes here. A lot of deaths average for this Malzahar. A lot. I think he averaged, let me see. He averaged 6.9 per game. 6.9. That is too much. Too much for a Malzahar. Too much, guys. If you have 4, or if you have 5, that's okay. If you have 4, that's class. If you have less than 4, then you're a very good positioning-wise Malzahar. But if you have over 5, 6, you have to watch your positioning and why you're dying. Watch replays on why you have 10 deaths a game to see. And to be honest, some of these guys this game, he had games where he was like 0-10 or 3-10. A lot of double-digit deaths sometimes, which is not great, but again, his mids, he can't really split because he doesn't have TP. He's trying to be close to the fight, I suppose. But look at Diana. She can split because she can one-shot anyone who goes there. But then team has to pressure something. Maybe pressure Nash. Because like, you know, they have to do something with this 5 versus 4. But so far they kind of use grouping. Missing the whole wave bot side here. They crash into turret. Turret is going to get fed out of that. Kappa. He maxed W, so his Q is useless. Doesn't silence long enough. Hopefully his Voidlings can survive PogChamps for 1 second more. Maybe they can do 2 more basic attack damage. I don't know. Maybe that will save a kill or 2. But yeah, he doesn't have enough silence damage or silence duration. And the damage is pretty low on his Q. So he goes for max damage with Ignite, but he doesn't build the max damage. It's okay. He doesn't go for Q max. Oppa! Diana overstaying. Very bad. A lot of mistakes. I mean, you just look at the death count. 31 to 29, 23 minutes in. A lot of mistakes all over the board. But we only care about Malzahar, guys. And if you look at these games, if someone has watched all the way through from the bronze to platinum, type 1 in the comments, or type I did or something. There is not a lot of big differences, if you guys have noticed. Everyone makes the same mistakes with resetting. Everyone is just free farming, but they're all different elo. You know what I mean? You can get away with Malzahar being like kind of playstyle, having the same playstyle, you know, as a bronze. It doesn't matter. But if you want to get higher than that, you have to fix some small mistakes. And I hope Emerald is doing something different. So we can at least be like, okay, now it's getting serious. But so far, everyone has been dying a couple of... or playing the lane, the early lane. And the early game, pretty bad. Oh. He's not paying attention to the timers, man. He's just autopiloting into stuff. They killed Diana. She's at base. If she sees Malzahar alone, of course she's just gonna walk to him. Drake is up again and he dies awkwardly. Face shaking a brush, trying to ward it. But again, it's just he's not paying attention to the death timer. He's not paying attention to the map. Overall positioning and movement is also a little bit awkward. Matchup wise, also pretty bad knowledge. As for someone who has this high mastery, again, you need to know the basic of the matchup. Every matchup, I don't care who it is. If you don't, then you have to study it if you want to climb. Especially if you have this high mastery, you probably faced a dozen, maybe a couple of 100 Dianas already, no? Throughout your years of playing Malz. And you have to know the strengths of Diana and your weaknesses of Malz. But he did not really play like he knows, you know? Really going for these flash plays for a kill that really doesn't do anything as well. Like, yeah, you flashed, you killed Diana, but what for? Are you able to get Nash here? Probably not. Cardis is about to get up. Caitlyn as well. You lost Drake. You know what I mean? It's like we flash Oring pretty much for nothing. We're just getting a kill. It's not the best. I mean, if that was a flash play on like Karthus and then you get Nash, sure. But like now, yeah, you killed him. You get nothing. You lost Drake. You weren't there. Didn't really give you anything. Diana's about to spawn back up. You pretty much wasted flash. It didn't win you a team fight. It didn't win you anything. You don't have R for him. It's okay. Maybe you can kite around. Good. Trying to juke that. Okay. Close. Trinamir is here. Maybe you can clean up. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. We're gonna pause right there, guys. Let's just see the ending scenario here for the this fight, last fight here. How did he end up here? I want to see. Oh, the enemy took Nash. Okay, they took Nash after that. He's very high up here, trying to push this wave. Here comes Warwick. They're all autopiloting on the top fight here. They don't notice. Now they notice. Now it's too late. Death goes Brand. Maybe? They win the team fight. They win the game. So this is Platinum, guys. This is... I'm not sure if you call this high elo or not. Maybe not. Maybe because Platinum... now Emerald is there, I guess. But like... very... very big mistakes in the laning phase, guys. Very big mistakes in the matchup itself. He plays Ignite. Again, let's just look at his farm end of the game. 196 in 30 minutes. Level 15 in 30 minutes. Very, very far behind in XP and gold, in my opinion. Again, he gets some kills, kind of balancing that gold out. But the biggest income from Malzahar should be farming, right? Because we're not looking to solo kill anyone, to be honest. Like, let's be honest here. We're not the one who should be solo killing people. Our main objective is keeping the enemy mid laner low kills as well by splitting, grabbing him there, and then TPing into a fight. Especially if the enemy team goes mid laner goes Ignite. You want to keep him. Again, he died a lot in the matchup itself, so of course it's kind of hard to not die anymore. But like, you want to keep him low a kill, so he's kind of weak himself. Pull him down. You know, you got both are farming only. You get more gold, he gets gold from farming, but then your TPs can be crucial for you to get ahead of the mid laner, you know what I mean? But in this game, again, he goes for Ignite, he maxes W, I don't know why, he's playing the matchup poorly. Some of his flash R's pretty much for, you know, used for a kill, but doesn't really do anything. That's why, if you're flash R'ing for a shutdown, I respect that, but flash R'ing for a kill, for 300 gold, then you get nothing for it. You didn't get Nash, you didn't get Baron, you're not winning a team fight, you're not getting Drake. We have to keep composure, guys. Pick up a target, have a gameplay, see the potential what will win the game. Not impressed. Let's go to Emerald. Hopefully this last Emerald game can impress us. So far, I really like the bronze guy the most. He has been the one I have the highest hopes for. Hey, contact me, let's get you up to Diamond, man. I got you. Alright, let's jump on to Emerald. The last in the book. The Malz versus Zed. Emerald. This guy has 3.4 million mastery points on Malz. Double or triple digit games this season. Emerald stuck. Cannot climb. Why? Let's find out. Guys, rune set for this guy is going Airy, Mana Flow, Transcendent Scorch, President of Mind, Coup de Grace, has Flash, has TP. I swear if this guy also maxes W, I'm banning all of you guys. You're never gonna be, you should never play Malzahar again. I hope he doesn't though. He goes for Mana Crystal. You must know the tick. Zed matchup, guys, itself is it's very hard to punish Zed because he can always shadow you, EQ slow and trade, and you'll pretty much lose every trade, right? We want to be looking to farm and pressure the wave correctly, pretty much the whole lane out. If we don't get some lucky E bounces and Q resets and he misplays and we can maybe get him low when we can R, whatever, should not be our main objective, right? We should not, the main objective should not be killing him. His main objective is to kill us. We want to play the laning correctly and get ahead in terms of XP and farm. That's what we want to do. With TP, we should be able to, right? In my opinion. But let's see how he plays it. Emerald, I'm going to be super critical because this is like close to diamond. You know, this is where you should be able to perform. What is he doing here? I have no clue what the hell this guy was doing. Why was he AFK? What's he doing here? I was gonna say, maybe he's waiting for him to push. You're not gonna be able to get that. Let's start fixing this one. Okay, good basic attack. Good job. Good job. This guy must be watching my videos. Kidding. Okay, not sure why he was AFK, but let's just assume it's okay. He lost one minion there, or you know, the first one, and then he lost a couple on the turret. Potion's up already. I mean, that's fine. Good juke. This is also, we don't want to be too high up because that can always EWQ us. We have to pay respect to that combo. It's very, very damaging. We cannot. Spacing and positioning wise already very big faults. It's like a driving test. This is a big fault. You will not pass. Autopiloting a little bit for the wave, like going up in Q and W while Z is literally in your face. Not good. Not sure what's going on here. Why is he like AFK in the turret here? Go up at least for the XP here. Spacing. Very bad positioning and spacing. Very awkward. Again, we have to be able to juke and use positioning long enough for his W to not be on top of us, because then he can literally land a free E. And the way he was slow pushing to us, we didn't have to like play to push it like he did with walking up and queuing and got like chunked the first chunk. With TP advantage, again, you don't want to play aggressive at all, but he kind of went a little bit too far up and got chunked in the first play, and then, yeah. Not really sure what's going on with him, but maybe he can recover. Let's see. Bro, is this guy eating a sandwich? Is he watching a Netflix show? Like, he's just standing. Okay. Waiting for the wave, I guess, maybe. We have to be careful. Now we can EW. We wasted his random spells. Can't poke us down. This guy's playing a little bit awkward. He's just standing still. Good freeze. If he freezes, he's good. Never mind. I thought he was avoiding to tag the minions to freeze, but I guess I had high hopes. So far, we have like, I don't even have to talk about the wards, because he haven't even been able to ward. He's in his turret. It's not bad to be in his turret. Don't get me wrong. He can farm here, but like dying this early against a Zed is yeah, it's not good. Should spam SS here. You never know. Zed might be rotating. You have to force his wave and reset. Don't Q him. Just Q the wave. Now you're in an awkward position. You didn't shove. You're low mana. But Zed is also not freezing, so it's fine. Freezing here, he would probably put you in a bad position, and you would probably have died if he played it correctly. But it's okay. It's good for us. Okay, let's see. He catches the wave here. Not sure why he's walking up like that. Should have queued that to get that minion. That's okay. So far, a little bit painful. A little bit painful. Very bad understanding of the matchup. And especially in this elo, especially with this mastery points, you need to know how to play against a Zed. Not playing correctly at all. The first couple of levels, again, we should not try to look. We should try to look to pressure him off the wave and force him to queue us or the minion. And then we have to be the one on the wave. But this guy, I don't know what he was doing. Maybe he was smoking or something. But like, he was AFK, causing him to kind of miss the early pressure. That's still fine, because like, you can always bounce it back. But then he just walked into Zed getting comboed, and then he got comboed again and died. You know what I mean? Like, you should never be able to let him just free combo you like that. But he was autopiloting, trying to push a wave that was slow pushing to him for no reason. And now Zed is just so far ahead. But he has Large Chapter now, so it's a little bit better. Let's see how he plays it out. But so far, it's not been pretty. Down in CS, down in XP as well. 7 minutes in. Let's see if he can regroup here. Not the best ward placement. Should always place it higher, especially now when you have free time to place it. Zed is not there. Your jungler is close by. You have a lot of time to like pretty much get a better ward out there. But you place it in a brush, which is probably the worst place to place it. Should always place it here. There is already a ward here, so maybe I'm not sure if that's a new place, but here and here, it's the best division for you as a mid laner, without really risking your life to walk too far out. This is good. Especially, oh, no, it didn't bounce, but it's okay. He didn't have shadow. You can pretty much Hoppa. Was looking okay, but then he walked back into that double Q. Now he's low HP, but Zed doesn't have R. He doesn't need R to kill us though. So again, he's putting ourselves in a very bad position for literally zero reason. Just out of pie. I'm not sure. Doesn't he see Zed in the corner there? Like, it's like he's just neglecting the Zed or somehow. And then Zed pretty much just leaves the pressure by walking somewhere, maybe bot. We should start spam pinging here. But it relieves some pressure from us. He doesn't have R. Maybe they can't really get a kill. I don't know. Ashe is low. But at least we can maybe get this wave and have a decent reset. Kind of helps us a little bit, to be honest. He maxes Q second, I can hope. But he has 2 points in it. So hopefully he doesn't get any more points in W. Zed dies, which is nice. We should... Is that enough for a plating? Good. Okay, let's just reset. That's a good save for him a little bit to get back in the XP a little bit and at least have some more, a little bit more gold because he get the plating and stuff. He has Malignance already, which is, I mean, it's fine. Let's see. He has TP. I want to see more of his mid to late game. What's he going to do with TP here as an Emerald? So far, no one has been actually... I mean, we have seen one guy play with TP, and that wasn't good. So let's see if this guy does something differently. Oh.
Killing spree.
Panicking, he's panicking. He's throwing his stuff out there because he's panicked. We have to keep calm, guys. Like, the biggest thing you could do always, try to land a Q and then you can walk forward EW because he's silenced. But the guy is like whiffing his Qs and then he walks up, try the EW and gets one combo. Zed could just go in and R him. But he could always just get Art back, but he's in another, again, bad position. He has TP, maybe bail out and TP back. But like, he's always in these low HP positions. I don't like it. Okay, was that whiffs his W there? Zed could move. It's hard for us to move because we don't have vision. I would stay for the wave. It's too late. Get this wave shoved in. Close. Very, very close. Look to resets. To be first back.
Killing spree.
Zed dies. We can go for a plating now. That's good. Maybe he stays so he can TP back, but I don't know. I would not have stayed for to TP back if that's his plan here.
Red team double kill.
He still has time if he resets now. He stays for another plating. No, okay, good. Hopefully he resets now because then he will be on time with Zed. Very kind of, he goes very far back to reset, which is not necessary. That saved a lot for him, low-key, but yeah, he's still down in farm, but it saved him a lot, because he got a lot of gold from the plating, he got free farm a little bit and XP, which is nice. Top dies, Zed gets nothing, perfect. This is good. He gets boots, Zed has a Profane Hydra now, but overall, that saved him a little bit from the bad laning he had. It's not that good yet, but it's better. I really want to see his TP usage and how he gonna play this game out, because like so far 1 vs 1 he's not doing too well, and it's kind of been like sitting mid again. just because he cannot have pressure because he's losing the matchup so hard. He's just getting perma shoved in. And now with Profane Hydra, he will never be able to kind of pressure Zed back. Nice little Q there. You should EW insta just to force Zed to use her. This is better. This is what you should do. Stay out of range. Make him use spells on the wave instead. Because it's just an automatic reflex for everyone to like, oh shit, I have to get the wave before it comes closer, you know? And they use everything. Now you can go for E. Nice. Exactly. Q first and then you can go infiltrate. If you miss Q, then you peace out. Now he's overextending a little bit. What? Relax, buddy. He landed good stuff. Should have taken it, but he wanted more. Good. Good job. Good looking out of it. Oh, whoa.
Rampage.
Good looking out for the kill. But he had to waste flash for that. Again, it's a kill for a flash. I don't know. If it was a shutdown, sure. But like, it doesn't really get him anything. And at the same time, he dies for it. If he was free with the lane, maybe, and get the turret as well, but no. But looking back at it, it's not worth. But in his head, like in that scenario, maybe it was worth for him. You know. It's hard to say. I would probably do the same. But I would have probably juked that Vel'Koz. Kidding. Okay, he got a kill. Again, farming wise, he's falling more and more behind. I really want to see his TP, how he plays it. He hasn't really been doing anything with it. He has been looking for a fight. He hasn't been, you know, looking to pressure any wave. So let's just see what he does mid to late game here with it. Careful. His team kills Zed. Zed kills Viego. He is down here protecting his turrets the best way he can. Did a good job. But also turret, but they had Herald. Oh, what? Zed? I think Ashe died to the turret. Now it's bad. Oh, now it's unfortunate. They lost a lot here. They lost the turret. They lost. They died. Zed got 2 kills. Zed is gonna be a beefy boy. Warwick is also a beefy boy. I wonder what item is gonna go next. I would definitely go Rylai. Because they have a lot of melees. And then maybe even skip Liandry's and go Zonia's because he needs it. He has so many champions that is so annoying against him. Okay, good shadowing. Oh, we cannot miss that though. Doesn't matter. Viego is close by. Good job. Good pick. This is why Rylai is would be so OP. Look at that. Easy. It will be an easier catch than it already is. They have so many melee champs, like I said, so it's very good. And with Warwick chasing, you can always like W and run away. He's going for Shadow Flame, isn't he? I don't like that. Not in this game. Not in this game, no. I don't like Shadow Flame. Okay, so far no TP usage. He's walking bot. Let's see what he does with that. Drake is about to spawn. He doesn't have R just yet. What's his plan? Oh! Oh! Oh. Okay. We have to save R for work. Awkward positioning once again. Yeah, not good. He was too close to anyone else. They could have just cancelled him. He should have spaced and not even walked forward like that. He should not be the one looking for the pick. He should pretty much wait for them to play wrong and get the pick. Like, he could have just stayed behind Viego. Viego gets R'd, and then he could R. But, like, he postured forward for, yeah, very, very awkward positioning. Let's see his average deaths per game. 5.6, very high death counts, so position-wise, we have to work on it. But yeah, he must be going Shadow Flame, no? Yeah, that's Shadow Flame, pretty much. Okay, let's see. Is he gonna split? Is he not? Doesn't look like it, because he's grouping with his team to kill his Zed. No need to R. But he did R the set. Or the Zed. Which is a little bit awkward. Let's take mid and let's go bot here afterwards. Best play here. He does have gold for the Shadow Flame probably, maybe. But there's nothing on the map. Go bot. Go bot. Go bot. Ashe can't be bot, man. Ashe has no TP. She has to be mid so she can rotate to top or bot if there's a fight presenting itself. Us going mid is just awkward. Macro mistake. A very simple macro mistake as well. You cannot have your AD carry solo bot. I don't care about the kill. It's about the game winning. Get a turret. We don't have R. Should always say silence if we don't have it. Mistime that. And Ashe dies. Now, if Ashe was mid, Zed was bot, or Ashe was mid, Malz was bot, could have we survived Zed? Maybe. If we played it right. Could have Ashe saved this fight? Maybe. If she R'd it right. And basic tagged, whatever. Because we misplayed anyways with our R and everything. And Ashe is kind of strong. Way stronger than us with basic attacks. Ashe being solo bot, I don't get it. This is Emerald. Why is she, when you have TP, you haven't used TP once, why is she bot and you're not? Bro, I swear Malzahars, they don't know how to use TP effectively. I need to do more of those macro guides. Like, this guy is falling more and more behind in farm. Like, he's 139.20 as Malz with TP. It's not good. And he's not pushing sideline. He's just autopiloting mid over and over again. He has not been TPing to a single fight. He has not been TPing or using it correctly. He just has a TP, pretty much.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Oh my god, that's a bronze TP. Oh no. Oh no. He TPs for 1 minion. Poggers. A very bad TP. Should not be playing with TP. This should be his last game as TP. Should play Ghost or Ignite because he looks for kills, man. Again, he flashes for Zed, who pretty much will give him nothing but a kill. And then what? You still have to wait for Udyr. Like, he doesn't even take the wave. He thinks Zed is gonna recall here. Like, brother, come on, man. This is not. Come on, man. This is Emerald. This guy wants Diamond. No, no, he didn't do that. No, guys, no, he didn't do that. No, no, we saw wrong. He didn't do that. Very bad TP. His first TP I see, and it's the worst one ever. Oh man. And now again he's pressuring, but his team is not in position to do anything about this. Here comes Zed. What? He's waiting too long. He should have R'd earlier with his wordings there, but it's fine. Zed ints. Okay, buddy. Relax with that. Mastery. Stay bot here, man. Stay bot. You can't do nothing about Warwick. You stay bot. Pressure this. You don't have R. You don't have flash. You have nothing. Warwick will heal. They have too much cancellation anyways. It's looking like a doomed fight. No. Don't flank. You can't flank here. You just take the wave. Rotate to wave. If you're gonna do something, at least rotate to the wave here. Low. Never mind. Enemy team misplayed. Oh. 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 No problem. They got most of that. Enemy team kind of misplayed, but it's okay. Luckily. Let's see. Shadow Flame into Liandry. Very aggressive. Very high damage. No slow as for now. Yeah, I'm still thinking about that TP, man. He TP'd to kind of kill the Zed. Didn't get it. And then Zed entered right back. But like, I don't know. I don't like that. Wow. Now he doesn't have TP, so now it's fine for him to go mid and rotate to Drake maybe. Get the mid wave rotate. But bot wave is, again, it's just, yeah. It's no one is there. No one is actually focusing on the waves. Except Udyr. Udyr has been splitting, trying to. But he also hasn't been like using his TP correctly. Should take mid wave first and rotate from mid. He's running straight down. Again, he's gonna lose this wave. To be honest, without Ashe, I would not even try to go for this fight, but let's see what happens. Let's just scout here. Oh my. Goes for kill for a death, not worth it. Like he R's in a position where he's getting sandwiched, but he didn't care. Opa. Oh wow. Udyr TP'd in. Not really much for him to do. He's dead. Maybe? Maybe not. Nah, but like, you guys can see why his death counts are so high. He literally R'd for a kill, standing in a bad position. He could have probably escaped. Maybe he wouldn't have gotten a kill, but he would have survived. And he could have used farm bot or whatever, you know? But instead he dies. Again, he just prolongs 155, 24. His farming is getting worse and worse and worse. Averaging bad CS now. I'm not sure what Zed is doing though. Oh, okay. Still, yeah. I'm not sure why he's not going with Leandros, but it's okay. Okay, he has TP back up. Let's see what he does with it. I pray he's doing something proactive, please. He's ready for Leander Golden, isn't he? He's taking a long time in base, this guy. Runs straight mid. Rotate to bot, please. Rotate to bot.
Red team double kill. Blue team's turret has
That should
been
never happen
destroyed.
because Malzahar should be there with TP. Backping his team. But like, again, he's just been running down mid every time he's up. Mid. It's not good, guys. It's not good, man. We have to use TP advantage. Like, why do we have TP if we're never gonna use it? This guy would be perfect with like Ghost or Ignite, to be honest. His TP plays has been, well, his one TP has been worse. The worst I've seen in a very long time. In Emerald. Not sure what he's doing now. And then he resets. He did nothing. Okay, well. I'm a little bit frustrated watching this. Because I had high hopes. But if you're watching this and you see this game, you're not far from Emerald, guys. He's not doing anything special. It's been, again, I've said this, but the bronze guy impressed me the most. Ava or whatever. Wow, I have high hopes for him. His movement was fluid, his jukes was good, but his timing and resets were bad, and he didn't play with TP. If I could teach him TP play and just the matchups a little bit better, he will definitely hit diamond before all of these guys. Because this guy is just flashing for a kill, like that's all he's doing, and it's not even the best target. Almost misses the silence. Okay, I'm kind of done. I'm done watching him. I don't like this. He just perma mid. I just want to see if he ever uses TP in some way. Goes bot here. Goes bot again. This is the going bot. Gets a kill. Should keep pushing bot here. Rotates. And this is also the psychological thing I've always said. If you group with your team, it gives them more courage to fight. But if you don't, then they will play more defensively. It's a psychological thing, I swear to God. You don't have R. If you're there, you're pretty much useless anyways, no? Against this team comp. Like Sett, Warwick, Senna, Wellcast. They can use RU, you're pretty much doomed. In this area as well. But if you use Split, they would probably not fight. That's just psychological, I swear to God. It's just the way it is. Either way, this guy... very bad matchup knowledge, very bad spacing, very bad distance control, very bad early game, very bad farming, very bad TP, very bad splitting. I'm gonna be, yeah, you guys can call me toxic, but this guy is Emerald. He's supposed to show you guys how to play the game, and he didn't do it. You know what I mean? He misplayed so hard. You know, in the middle of this, I was contemplating maybe watching someone else, because like this can't be Emerald, no? Either way, I'm sorry, maybe the Void, but like, brother, you have so much mastery points. You have to learn the matchup, the Z matchup. You have to learn how to use your TP. You need to learn how to split correctly, because you're not doing any of these like fundamentals for Malzahar. You have 974. Yes, you're averaging less kills than me, higher death than me, and less assists than me, and you're playing this aggressive. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying I'm a god, but you know what I mean? Like, how come like this playstyle, like with you having this stats and this many deaths, how is that not telling you something is wrong? You know what I mean? Positioning wise, or just overall game wise, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of mistakes, guys. A lot of these people did a lot of mistakes, but the bronze guy, he has my vote for the best of this all. Bronze guy, if you're watching, hey, contact me on Discord. Let's do some coaching. I really want to see you hit diamond because I believe in you. Okay, let's go to the outro. We're gonna talk more about some of these mistakes, and just overall, we're just gonna talk about all of this. So hopefully this was enjoyable, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Oh wow, this was a long video, guys. It was a stressful one. It was a little bit of I want to say a little bit of disappointing one. So many Malzahars maxing W second. I don't understand. Please explain to me. If you guys that I watched this video, please explain why you're maxing W. Please explain the purpose, and if you have read the skill, and please tell me if that's the correct choice for you. Guys, I had higher expectations. To be honest, a little bit disappointed because everyone was misplaying. No one was actually winning lane. No one was actually playing resets correctly. No one was actually using summoner spells correctly. Again, the lower elos I respect, but like the gold and up, I had more expectation. I thought we would see something different, but to be honest, the bronze guy, much respect to him. I definitely think that guy was the best of all of these, even better than the Emerald player. Because Emerald player should have better fundamentals of the game because he's Emerald. Look at this little spacing I do here to block the minion from walking into my turret. I'm so good. Either way, I'm not really sure. I mean, again, I had high expectations. I am apparently, like, these guys have high mastery, but I don't think they're watching back their gameplay, and they're not really learning from the game or their losses. I'm just gonna guess, because like the mistakes they're doing are basic, but it seems like to be a repetitive pattern for every rank, right? Every rank did the same mistakes. Just walking forward, auto pushing, spacing kind of poorly, some of them. Movement kind of bad. Matchup knowledge, no one had good matchup knowledge at all. Like none of them. And it was different matchups every game, you know what I mean? It was a Ori matchup. We had like a Yasuo matchup. We had a Z matchup, but they all played it wrong. Which is a basic, like, that's the best thing you have to learn, right? How to play the matchup. Because if you don't know how to play the matchup, you're just gonna coin flip your LP, you know? Or you hope your jungler is better or something. Farming wise, everyone had bad farming. Like everyone was averaging pretty bad, even the higher elos, just because again the matchup they didn't know. They get chunked, they recall in bad positions, bad timings, they lose a lot of minions because again they back awkwardly, right? It's just so many mistakes. Hopefully you guys watch this and maybe you can learn if you're in this elo. I'm not sure if I was too crucial or too critical, or if I was just too toxic. I'm not sure. I haven't watched this back. I mean, I got frustrated watching again just because of the W max, and just make people just autopiloting into the wave. I'm not really sure why people are just trying to think like Malzahar can hard shove level 1 and they're just wasting all their mana. Overall, it taught me a lot, and you know, it taught me a lot, and I feel very confident now again that I can climb with the champion, just because like I know the fundamental mistakes and I can see them, and I learned a little bit about the mistakes I even do sometimes, you know what I mean? But let me know what you guys think, if you guys want to see more of these, and what rank you are, what mistakes you saw, what mistakes you usually do, what's costing you LP. It's always easy to be like, oh, I did good if you win, because like you can play the worst you ever played, but just because you won you're happy with it. Don't be critical of yourself. Learn from your mistakes. Watch back your games. Watch back when you die, how you die, why you die. Watch why you lose so much CS. What's happening with your TP? Why are you not resetting correctly? You know, you have to watch back your games to understand and learn. But if you're watching them and you don't learn because you got a kill in a bad position, that's not gonna get you LP. You're not gonna climb. You're just gonna win that game. If you want to climb, you have to learn the mistake and understand it. If you don't, if you're happy with you trading a kill for kill, because you R'd him on the turret, oh, that's so cool, that's not gonna help you climb. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Very long video. If you enjoyed this, please comment or give me a like and tell me what we can do next time. Macro guides is coming. I'm gonna make a new Malzahar guide for next split. I'm gonna make a lot more of these longer kind of content videos, and yeah, catch you guys on the next one. Peace.